Hey everybody! Welcome back to Dungeons and Demigods. That's the name of this stream that we do weekly here on Sooner or Later's Twitch channel. Hi, I am your DM, Obsidian Olive, also known as Aaron. DN. Shut your face. I am tired. I had a meeting at 8 a.m. Fight me.
Oh,
Anyway.
you had a meeting at 8 a.m.?
Anyway, we're here today to bring you back, your Percy Jackson style Dungeons and Dragons campaign, where we have all of our lovely players who will now introduce themselves. Discord order, everybody, starting with...
Hi, I am Hannah, or Schooner or Later, on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and all of the things. And on Monday nights, I am Melora in the Paper Dungeon.
And then we have...
You, Aaron.
I did mine already. Go, Ben. Go.
Hello.
Do
Hi,
it.
I'm Ben, also known as Ben does D&D, and I play Luke in this thing. That's me.
And then we have...
Oh, hi. You've caught me reading a book, as I often do on evenings like this. My name's Buddy the Bod. I'm the Dungeon Master over on This Show is a Mimic, but not on this stream. I am also Buddy the Bard on TikTok and most social medias. You might have heard of me. I make top quality D&D content.
I don't know who you are.
I play
Never heard of him before.
Cadmus Mortimer, the son of Hades and the twin brother of the next person who's going to introduce himself now. Now I'll get back to my reading and I'll pass you over to Val.
I hate you.
Oh, hi! I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such podcasts as Tankard and Treasures, and this game which we play. I'm Calliope. Calliope uses she, her pronouns. Also, I am Val. I use she, they pronouns. And now back to my reading, for I am an intellectual. Good
I
day.
hate this.
Oh, you have also caught me in the middle of reading. I'm funny. I'm Chaotic Bunny on all my socials. I am in another stream on the Bard Community College. I play Kat, a bitchy sorority sorcerer there. It's a modern D&D setting. And in this one, I am playing Maya, an unclaimed child. That's a little bit weird. She, her pronouns for both. Abby, I'll go back to my reading. Abby, to you.
Abby. What the fuck
You're
are you
muted.
at? Abby,
You're
why?
muted.
So, you got detention. That's the book that I made.
Shut your face.
No. I am Abby. I'm bad at unmuting my mic. I play here Dungeons and Demigods every Wednesday, and we'll have a podcast coming out sometime. Who knows? Not me. And you can find me at clueless_DM on the TikToks. And I play V, a child of Dionysus.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to say,
I'm feeling
I am
giddy.
Addie, child of Aphrodite. Thank you.
Well,
I just
it's
skipped
fine
past
that you
that.
forgot, because now we've got
I-
this wonderful layout
Yeah,
that
we have a
shows
wonderful
all of our
layout.
names and
It's
stuff,
true.
and
I know,
also
yeah.
our godly patron.
I love
our
how
godly parent.
educated and wonderful all of my players are. They're all just absolute sunshine. They're the
I
best.
believe that
I
these guys
enjoy
are flexing
every
on
moment
their
of this
ability to
stream.
read.
Hey now, I was actually reading.
You're a rock star?
What dreams are
The
made of.
St. Martin's Guide to Writing, short 12th
All right,
edition.
it's
So,
off the rails. Let's come
And
back.
I was having a I was reading
Speaking-
Star Wars stickers.
Speaking of being on the rails, Ben, fight me. That's my job. I have one job. My job. Speaking of being on the rails, where we left off last week, our wonderful adventurers were on their way towards Austin, Texas, the location of this son of Apollo in Alexander Longstride? Woodstride.
Woodstride. You get it wrong every time.
I do. I'm so bad at last names. Anyway, they're on their way towards Austin, Texas to meet this child of Apollo who might be able to help them with their prophecies and deciphering where they're supposed to go next. As of last week, the party encountered their first ever enemy, Lamia, after she appeared after having been gone off screen for several episodes.
And I killed that bitch. It says there in my notes.
And
I hate
she
it.
was indeed struck down
Like,
in
go
the
for a
back
coffee.
by young Cadmus's Shadow Blade. After defeating the Lamia and escaping several pursuing mortals, the Half-Bloods made their way onto an Amtrak train headed towards Austin, a 2.5-day long route away, and they were just finishing boarding and getting everything packed when we ended our last episode. So we're going to go ahead and come back. Everyone has just stowed all of their bags in their compartments on the train. The 6 of you are in a 6-seat row. You are all next to each other. And the train is just pulling out of station. What are you guys doing?
Don't forget, we all have our buck star, and it may have spilled a little bit, but Addie did her best, okay?
Actually, the Buckstar was consumed in the hours waiting for the train.
True.
Ah,
Yep.
okay, there you go.
I did that.
Well, how do you know Addie didn't get
before our
buck
train
star
departed.
again before the train?
Because you'll have to mark that down on your currency.
You're right.
Oh.
Because we spent all of our money on this train ticket.
Yep.
We're
We
all
can't
poor.
afford another $50 Buckstar run.
Yep.
Okay. So the 6 of you are seated in a train. You can feel the rumbling around you as it begins to pull away, immediately leaving the station. And I believe relatively soon after the station, doesn't it head under? Like it continues underground, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
It would kind of have to, wouldn't it? It's in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Been on this train, but I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
how that goes.
Because I'm pretty sure it stays underground till it's off the island, if I remember correctly. Like it takes a railway off the island and then comes back above ground.
That
If
sounds
That's-
right.
It sounds right. So we're gonna say it's canon.
That's how it
'cause you know
works
what?
in-
This
that's
is
how it works
my
in-
universe.
Yeah, that's how trains going out of London
Yeah.
work.
Yes. So immediately the train begins to pull away from the station and into a dark tunnel. And after a few minutes of low rumbling and creaking and feeling it move beneath you, you are semi-comfortable. Those of you who have kind of sit back. In fact, the 2 children of Hades, you two are quite liking the dimmer light and the underground setting. For Luke and for Maya, it's a little too close to the labyrinth to make you feel comfortable. But after a few moments of traveling underground, you feel the train begin to move up an incline as it leaves the tunnel and into the New York countryside. Time begins to pass. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do while on the train?
Cad would want, just for peace of mind, he'd want to do a little walk up and down of a few of the cars just to make sure there aren't any monsters around.
Okay.
When he gets up, Addie would like to prop her feet up in his previous chair to relax and possibly take a nap.
Sounds good. All right.
Are we kind of like, sorry, can I just ask, are we like in
I'm
like 6 in a row, or are we kind of like 3 facing each other?
It's usually, if this is the same kind of train that I used to take, there are 2 3-3s and then an aisle and then a 3-3 on opposite sides of each other.
So
So
you guys
is
have
this
Like a
car
box or
empty?
like a line?
So this car is
Like-
not completely empty, but it is mostly uninhabited. You are the largest group. There's a couple of singular individuals sitting on the train, but you are the only group of people traveling in
So-
this specific car.
Theoretically, if we were to go to bed, we could get a row to ourselves and sleep like that. Theoretically. Like
Theoretically.
across the row. Okay.
It's only like 4 in the
Just
afternoon.
checking.
Yeah,
I
but
had a
know,
long
but
day.
travel.
We just fought a monster, and I just wanted to recycle her cups. Okay?
One of you is still kind of bleeding.
Ah, everything's fine.
Yeah, Cad, go ahead and make me your choice of perception, investigation, or survival.
That'll be a perception, because I'm no good at anything else. That's a 13, which is the same as my
Okay.
passive.
13. Let's see here. Calliope and Maya, each of you roll me a d10.
Very good.
See if you can perceive Cad's screams as he gets torn apart in the other cart.
Have fun!
7.
I was prepared with my dice, so this is not just me stalling for time.
Cat's screaming. That's probably.
I get
Oh
it.
god, there's so many teeth!
6? Okay, and you said yours was what, Bonnie?
doing back there?
7.
Okay, a 6 and a 7. Good to know. All right.
Oh,
Cad,
you know what I would like to do?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I will come back to you in just a
I
moment.
would like, yeah, no problem.
Cad, you take some time to kind of
Oh,
walk up and down the cars that are accessible to you, you are able to. Oh, did I have a lag moment?
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
You're
you
back.
did.
Oh, somebody said, "Oh dear, I'm back." Okay,
We're good
okay.
though.
You are able to move up and down. There is a few passenger cars, and after traveling 2 or 3 cars down, you find your way to the eating cart, where there is like a small like diner style setup. There is because for longer term trains they have these
Dining
struggling
cars.
for the word, but there is an
Dining
eatery car, a
cars.
dining car. Thank you. You find your way through the dining car. Moving up and down, you see a couple families, a couple individual people, but no one that strikes you as this person is a monster I must protect.
Okay.
Yeah. While you were up doing that, Addie, you had something you wanted to accomplish?
Yeah, sorry about that. I would like to identify the closest bathroom.
Yes, there is. Your car is lucky enough to have the bathroom towards the back of it, so you actually have
Excellent.
one on your car. You don't have to transfer cars for that.
Okay, cool. I take note of that. And I would like to sniff the monster repellent to see what it smells like.
Okay.
And if I want to do a little spritz.
Okay. You open this because at first you thought it was like a spray bottle from what it looked like, because it's this small, almost canteen-shaped bottle with a little like cylindrical top. But as you kind of unstopper it, it's actually like a brush attached to the bottom of the cap.
That's pretty fancy.
And as you open it, it is completely odorless to you.
That's fantastic. I would love to smell like vanilla or something, but this is the next best thing. I would like to put it on my wrist and behind my ears where I would usually apply perfume,
Okay.
and ask if anyone else would like to as well.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off one of 3 uses of your repellent.
Okay.
And that will last you 48 hours.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
fantastic. That's how long I
shit.
wanted it for.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And for mechanics, for anyone who is wondering, any demigod who is wearing monster repellent, monsters have disadvantage on scent-based perception checks to find them.
Oh.
Yay.
Well, as soon as the monster sees me, it's gonna know what I am.
Yeah, you are wearing armor.
Yeah.
You are wearing
Covered in celestial bronze.
Well, I'm wearing a jersey.
you are wearing a jersey underneath your hoodie. All right. Addie has offered out her monster repellent. Would anyone else like to partake?
Well, I say, Callie is currently doodling in her like, she hasn't got a sketchbook, she's got a notebook that she's been keeping a log of their adventures by doing doodles, and she now has a Lamia doodle in there with like a list of strengths and weaknesses and background, and it's just Callie standing on top of the Lamia like this as she goes, "Near my eyes."
The eyeball.
Is there an important question? Are there X's for eyes instead of there actually
Yeah.
being eyes? Okay, good to know.
It's actually
Oh
she
my
told me
God.
there's like my eyes. She's like, and she kind of looks. Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
Maya kind of looks at the notebook, and she's gonna start drawing that.
she's
Except
gonna draw the
More
Lamia,
realistic.
but a little bit more proper proportions, a little less stick figure.
Yeah.
All right.
And with Callie standing on top of it with this exact same pose, it was like positioned.
Ooh, let's see if anything happens. Luke
Oh,
and
no.
V, roll me a D10, each of you.
Oh. Shit.
I just wanted to make a
It's
funny
fine.
drawing.
Yeah, you can't touch that journal without there being a chance, though. Okay, that's a 6.
The D10 you said, yeah?
Oh yeah, just a D10.
Alright.
I like how you think they have to roll high.
No, 69.
Oh,
7.
Nice.
7? Okay, 76. Good to know.
Close enough.
Yeah. You begin to you take your pencil and kind of looking at over Callie's lap as she's like, ha ha, and just like chuckling to herself as she's drawing. You start like sketching out the tail of the Lamia first. I'm giving the basic shapes, going for like several bean shapes to get the proper look of the tail, moving up into the torso, giving the large, almost rectangular circle to her chest, getting out the proper shapes. Then you begin to fill in the detail of her hair, the eye patch. And overall, it's a pretty accurate recreation of Callie standing above this Lamia. It looks really good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me good drawings today.
Wait, Callie's gonna bring out the Lamia's eyeball and look at the sketchbook with the eyeball. Go. So cool. I'm gonna turn you into an earring.
So, actually, Callie, as you pull out the eyeball, previous to the other time, previously when you've pulled this out, it's had like a rubbery, like squishy texture, and it's like made a noise, like you'd be like, beep, beep, whenever you did it. Now it's taken almost like a polished stone feel to it. It feels like a hard marble, and it's completely smooth.
Trophy.
It is a white eyeball. Previously there'd been like a grimier pink bit towards the side where it'd been like previously attached to the lamia. Now it's just completely smooth white with the cornea that is now like completely smooth. There is no bump. It is a perfect sphere now.
Listen, I'm gonna level with y'all. There's 3 things that are gonna happen. A, this is gonna be an earring, a headband, or forging a weapon. Either way, this is now part of Callie's attire.
Can't we use
What
it
about
to
a ring?
play marbles?
No! You lose it!
Marble's such a great game. Okay, so that's those 3. But did anyone take her up on the monster repellent? I forget. I feel like
Callie
someone
did.
V,
Okay.
not
I
V.
will.
Cal
Sure.
did. Oh.
Okay. Okay, Luke and Callie, you guys will end up using the last of that canister then. And as you pull it out, I forgot to mention this with Addie. When you pull it out and you dip the brush in the liquid, it's this clear, viscous liquid that kind of drags and stretches as you pull it up. And as you apply it as like a layer over your skin, the same way you saw Addie do it, it just kind of evaporates into your skin, completely and totally undetectable to your mortal side.
I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Listen, if it didn't smell good like bug repellent often does, I don't know if Addie would be putting it on.
It feels like how you imagine like Nickelodeon slime to feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty gross.
Everyone goes gross, and I was
And
like,
then, and then Callie's like,
Yes! This is both Val and Kelly, like, yes.
V, are you accomplishing anything on the train at the moment?
69 bottles of beer on the wall, 69 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around, 68 bottles of beer on the wall. And she will continue to do that. And when she's inevitably told to stop by probably multiple people, she will continue to do it just softer and under her breath.
Okay. I feel like after the first time, you have a bottle that you kind of like tink every time you do it, like 68 bottles of beer on the wall, tink. Addie, you had a thing.
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I was wondering if while waiting for the train, if I could have gone to one of those little stands that has like playing cards or magazines.
Oh, you
and
absolutely
pick
could.
something up. Okay.
Sure.
100%.
Let me pull something up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So what do
don't
you
know
want to
whether
pull
to
up?
get playing cards or like Mad Libs or something.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna rewind for a hot second.
Asked V. Yeah.
I'm gonna rewind for a hot second back to the
Okay.
back to the station before any of you have left. Rewind. All right. You go back to the station. You could easily pick up a deck of playing cards for like $3.50. It's
Yeah.
pretty cheap. And you start kind of like scanning over the different magazines and everything. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Where is it? That is a saucy 20.
Saucy
Saucy.
20. All right,
Saucy.
then. You definitely see it. So one of the things that catches your eye is as you're kind of like looking through like the magazines, you see like, oh, this actress like got caught with like, there was like a slip, there was a wardrobe malfunction. Oh no, this person's dating this person. She broke up with him? What? And then as you're looking through the tabloids, you see a woman with like a very thin face, very large cheeks, blonde hair, in a braid over her shoulder, with an acoustic guitar, and there's tear streaks down her eyes. As and she just catches your eye because she looks familiar, but you're not sure how. And the tabloid is Thea Sullivan's daughter kidnapped? Question mark. And that's
Grab
one of
that.
the tabloids. Yeah, you can grab that. That'll be about $4.
Okay, and then I ask V, hey, should I get regular playing cards or Uno cards?
Get the regular playing cards. I can teach us how to play poker. Is
Okay,
there
cool.
something in the magazine?
Look, I found this. I don't know why, but it looks familiar to me.
Yes,
Would I
Kat.
be able to?
Oh, sorry. Give me just a moment. Yeah, you two do your scene. I apologize.
Would I be able to roll something to try to recognize familiar resemblance?
Sure, your choice of an intelligence or wisdom check. Go for it.
We've never asked each other our surnames.
Nope.
We
Not
did
once.
not. We did
Not
not.
once.
Okay, I'm gonna make a wisdom check because I'm.
Some of you don't even know each other's first names.
Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is a natural 20
All right.
Wow.
You're immediately like,
plus 2.
damn, she looks just like Maya, but like 20 years older.
Damn, that looks just like Maya, but like 20
That's
years older.
coincidence.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I feel like there's something important. I'm gonna
At the-
buy
at
it.
the
And I'm
very-
gonna buy.
At the very
my
least, we could be
question-
like, hey, Maya, look, it's you, you're in the papers.
It's you and you play guitar. I'm gonna look for playing cards that have like
There-
something fun on the back. That's
There's-
not just like the
well,
regular.
There's like a Statue of Liberty set. There's like a full-on like American flag set. There's like some Empire State building flags. There's a lot of touristy ones. You see the occasional like animated characters. You know, like Wiki Wouse. From the Disney properties.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
I'll just grab the regular one then.
Okay.
It's catching my eye.
Nothing
so to speak.
particularly.
And I'll buy the
I
magazine.
get really excited at the Disney ones though.
Okay. Yeah.
We have no affiliation with
Nope.
the
With the
Disney
Wiki
company.
Wouse.
With the Disney company or the Wiki Wouse. Cad, you had a thing.
Cat just wants to find, he's gonna look in the kids section of magazines and find one with the best looking toy in it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he's gonna purchase that and just put it in his bag.
Sounds good. I'll text you some toy lists later.
Okay.
Then Luke had a thing.
Luke is gonna buy the Uno cards.
Sounds good. That'll be $4, Luke. Just letting you know.
How much is my
$4?
magazine?
Magazine's gonna be also
love it,
4 because I'm
fucking
just
God.
going for random numbers off the top of my head.
Okay.
Callie, you have a thing.
I don't know if this can be a thing because it's been a while since I've been to a train station with COVID. Do they have like any of those like flowers in like the pots that people buy on the way to
Yeah,
the hospital?
100%.
Like I thought about
100%.
this.
Yeah.
I would like
Usually.
to buy some of them. I'd like to buy 2 bunches of them.
Okay, it's gonna be like $20 each.
That's
Oh.
okay. I
Okay.
have a plan. Listen, I'm
Okay.
doing this in every game I'm in,
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
continuing this.
Okay. That's about $40, but yeah, you can get 2 bunches of flowers pretty easily. They're just like the basic like bunch of rose or like some yellow tulips or just like the ones that you see at every flower shop.
I'm gonna make flower crowns.
Sounds like a plan.
Aww.
Amazing.
Um, so I'll stay after you. Once we get back to the train, after you finish your doodling, you can start working on your flower crowns.
Making one for
Does
everyone.
anybody else, while we're rewound, want to pick something up from the station?
That ruby ring that you mentioned.
Oh yeah, let me just start
No.
combat real quick.
Water?
Oh yeah, just real quick before we get
You
on
all
the
have
train,
water bottles.
before we get on a train, let's fight the Cyclops.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you know.
amazing.
No thanks.
Okay, and now fast forward,
No.
we're back on the train.
Guys, that Cyclops fight was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine though.
that Cyclops
It's fine.
was pretty high.
I fought it by myself, so you guys don't have to worry.
You.
We got bitch slapped and we're laying on the floor the
Oh,
whole
I did
time.
so well. I killed it all by myself.
What are you talking about? You got the final blow.
Giving you guys time to get on the train, and then I had to shadow travel onto the train.
Cause you, nope.
So
Got your
as you
ass.
all are sitting there, except for Cad, Addie
Who
pulls
is
out
that?
a deck of cards and says, "Do you guys want to play cards?"
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, Addie, give me the magazine. Give me the magazine.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get the cards out and I get the magazine out and I hand it to V.
Hey, Maya, I found something really cool. You're not gonna believe it. There's a lady in the newspaper who looks exactly like you. Flips
If you
it
like
around to
play
show.
guitar.
Are you being loud
If you
about
play
this, by the way?
Oh yeah, you're all sitting
Yeah.
there. You're in
Okay.
like
Yes.
3 seats
Yeah.
and 3 seats facing each other.
I'm assuming I'm
Yeah.
back by now.
Yeah,
we're just gonna
you're walking in
curiously
right
look
as like
over
you
well.
you hear like there's a lady who looks just like you, and as she flips it, yeah, Maya, you're used to seeing your mom on tabloids and catalogs and stuff, but this is her fucking. This is not a recent photo. You recognize this from when she had a hard time on stage a couple years ago, but that's her crying on the front of a tabloid.
I snatch it.
Yes, Luke, you have your hand up.
I'm trying to remember if Maya had mentioned her last name to me before.
No, she is not.
No? Not at all?
Very specifically,
Fair
no.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So V, as you like flip it around, like a joke on your face, you just see Maya just shut down and snatch it out of your hand.
Is there like a article in the magazine?
Yeah.
That kind of, like, you know how like
Yeah.
on page blank.
Yeah, it's on page
24.
13.
She's gonna flip to that page.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not a good
She's gonna
omen.
flip to that page.
Yeah. Okay. You flip to that page, and it's not a lot of actual article because it's tabloid, and they mostly just want to get things out to print.
Yeah.
About 2/3 of each of the 2-page spread is like dedicated to almost collage photos of your mom at various concerts. But reading across the bottom few paragraphs, they mention that the Sullivan's daughter, Maya Sullivan, was kidnapped roughly 2 weeks ago. I'm sure she's assumed kidnapped, missing. No one has seen her. There is currently search parties in all northwestern states. But that's what you pull from that. That's what you pull from that
Insight
article.
check on Maya while she's reading.
Go for it.
Same.
Can I do one too? Yeah.
Absolutely, because you were sitting here starting to pull out your flowers for your flower crown. Anyone who's there can do that. Go for it.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're just walking.
I'm just
in. You're
walking in. I
seeing
don't know
it.
what's going on.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
a
what was
12.
that? Insight?
That's a 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insight. 14 plus 3.
14 plus 17. Okay. Abby, what do you have?
14 plus 2.
Okay. And Val?
15.
15. Okay. So, Addie, you can tell she's immediately upset about something. But if you want to take the emotions out and talk about it properly, Maya, you can explain your emotions to the other three who rolled a little bit higher.
She looks, so at first she kind of looks a little bit panicked. She's kind of like reading through, then she starts to look really guilty. But then she like just shuts the magazine. Yeah, that's so weird.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Deception check, please.
Yeah. Luke is looking at you unconvinced.
This isn't technically lying.
You look like you feel bad telling me that.
Not lying, because I'm scared.
You are scared, which means you're not okay.
15.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much everyone who's not Addie is like, so she's not okay. Cool. She looks a little
Addie
fearful.
Still, Addie was just waiting for the joke to be like, "It looks like you. Look what we did," and she's just like, "What's? Oh, okay, something's going on."
Wow. That's weird for Addie to be like the emotionally like unintelligent one in
I
this situation.
know.
It's weird.
I know.
I don't like
Yeah.
it. I like it, but not a lot.
And not
I
a
don't
lot.
like it.
Kaz's going to sit back
Not
down
a
and
lot.
seeing Addie is like spread
Um,
herself across the seats. He's just gonna pick up Addie's legs, put him in, like slide underneath them and put them back down on his like across his knees.
I do not resist.
So as Cad kind of pulls up, you're all sitting there. There's a little gap in the conversation. There's some silence. Callie, you have your flowers and you're watching Maya at the same time as your hands are moving because they always have to be doing something.
Hey,
You guys-
Maya. I made it
Yeah?
yellow. I didn't know what your favorite color was, but I tried to make it yellow. You want a flower crown?
I love yellow. Yeah. And she puts it on.
Do you set down the magazine at all?
I didn't expect this to happen. And she's still holding it, but I didn't exactly expect this to happen. This is my mom.
Oh.
Can we all see the article now? Because some of us haven't actually seen it.
Well,
I'm guessing you've read it
she
internally.
like lays it on her lap, and you can and because you have a seat, I'm assuming
Yeah,
next
she's
to
like
her, you
holding
can
it up,
easily
yeah.
you can easily see it.
Yeah, Luke's gonna read over that and just be like,
Who? Who's
"Oh, yeah, I remember this conversation from when
Cat-
we first."
Cad, make me a history check.
Oh.
Cad? Yeah, you.
That's an 18 plus nothing.
Okay, 18. Because you said who, I was giving you the chance for the history roll. You're not a country person. In fact, it's not really played in your house at all.
We're indie mo.
Yeah, you are absolutely not your style of music at all. But the name sounds familiar. It's like, I've heard some country music's like Garth Brooks, Luke Bryan, oh yeah, and Thea Sullivan. And it's like a name you've heard, and if you've heard it, it means she's pretty damn famous.
Yeah, it's a name that I always hear. And I'm like, no, I don't like Thea Sullivan. I don't like anything like. It's the name that I only know because I don't like them. Like,
Secretly has 2 of them on his
Yikes.
Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
definitely share the same Spotify account, so you would know.
Yeah.
Yep.
You would
Is
know that's
she-
not true. I want to establish that.
It seems like she's looking for you, or at least
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Does she not know you're here?
Not really. I ran away
Oh.
Yeah.
because it didn't feel safe. So I just kind of left. And
did
then I
brush
found
over
Luke.
that a little bit. Yeah. We met. Well, my mother and I. We came out of the labyrinth. My mother wasn't quite sure why at first, because we were supposed to be heading for camp, but we stopped at like this park, and Maya was just there. We assumed it happened for some reason, but Maya, you said you ran away. You really glossed over that at the time, and now this, like. We'll look after you.
I didn't want her to worry.
I know, but
What?
clearly she is worried.
Maybe giving her some heads up if you didn't want her to worry.
Yeah, maybe when we get to Texas, you could call her on like a payphone.
Or possibly it might be safer even to call her on the train while we're moving. Monsters can't really catch up with us, I think.
We have Drachma, right? Maybe
We
you could iris message her? Is that
Well, I don't-
safer than using a phone? It's not technology.
I think it's safer, but I don't know if.
think
I
she
have-
knows.
Yeah,
This.
is she super up on all that
Whoa,
stuff?
okay,
I'd freak her out.
everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Maya? Do you want to call your mom? Or do you want to take a second and breathe and think about it?
Kind of.
You're
We never really got along.
okay.
She never really understood why I like drawing so much, and she wanted me to be like her, and I just didn't want to do it because I was too good at it. and she kind of just wants me to do that with her all the time.
Okay. Well, what are we
I
gonna
didn't mean
do
for her to
about?
worry. I just...
Sorry, the lag. What are we gonna do about the people looking for you then?
Well, I'm gonna try and take
Not a
the
lot of
magazine
people really
while this
know
is
what
going
I
on.
look like.
Okay.
Does anyone stop me? Okay.
I jab a knife in it. No.
Pass it
No,
over
everything's
Oh my
like.
God.
Well, this says that they're
I
searching.
pass it over if he's holding his hand out.
This says they're searching in the northwest, so we're not going that way.
Well,
true.
I mean, if people see her, if this is out now, like, I mean,
Well,
we're gonna be in
how-
public. If
how
people see Maya.
recognizable?
Well,
Are
Mom
you?
kind of didn't want me... Mom kind of didn't want me in the spotlight, so not a lot of people really know what I look like,
So we should be okay.
except maybe like her manager and like some of her hardcore fans that are kind of creepy.
We'll
Are
be
there
on the
any
lookout
pictures
for
of
them.
Maya in this magazine?
Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
ask that.
Yeah, because you two are sitting right next to each other, you can both easily look. Addie, you look over kind of Cad's shoulder as he's starting to flip through the article, and there are no photos of Maya in the article itself.
Okay.
Okay, that's a
So
good
there's been
sign.
no
But
lost.
This is
posters yet.
also something to point out. This is also not a news source.
Yeah,
This
but
is
if
a
they-
tabloid.
Yeah, so these are all archive pictures. So if any pictures of Maya had been released as missing person pictures, the tabloids probably would have gotten hold of them.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you're
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
You can
So
call
she's-
your mom and let her know whenever you're ready. Okay?
In the meantime, we'll just keep a lookout. Every time we see a newsstand, we'll check.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make
Yeah.
sure.
We'll check.
In the
We'll steal a
meantime-
magazine. Whatever.
Or
Our
pay for
options
it.
are open.
Paying
Oh
for
well,
it is also an option.
I don't know. We'll take it by ear.
We'll negotiate. How about that?
Sounds good.
In the meantime,
Alright.
let's play cards.
I have Uno.
I don't
Okay,
think
do
we're
you
ready
wanna
for this
play-
friendship to fall apart.
Uh,
That's fair. We offered to teach us to play poker.
huh.
Yes. I want to hustle people.
Be hustling each other.
I mean, I want to learn to hustle people in
We
order
don't
to.
have to play with money. You could play with your valuables.
Oh, like
Luke
like,
casually put
actually-
the hand on his sword. Thanks.
Or like candy wrappers or something like that.
I'm good with that. That
I think
sounds
candy
good.
wraps are valuables.
Slam Skittles
How
on the
about-
table.
how about
Let's do
candy
this.
bars? Candy bars are valuable.
Luke, Cad, and Callie, each of you roll me a d20.
Oh.
Gross.
Cad.
Mm, gross.
Yes.
And
10.
Just,
2,
just
10.
oh,
Just
it's
d20.
D20?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, good to know.
What?
Continue on.
Panic.
Didn't
Panic.
like that. Panic attack. Okay.
Ice cookie.
Sheila, anyway. Oh, or we could just not play with any money and we can just learn the basics of the game.
what if
Uh,
first,
Go ahead.
and then we use candy bars?
I apologize. Anyone who has their phones on vibrate or sound, please flick them off. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. Not to call any individual out.
Yeah, no, that was me. Sorry, I've turned
Oh.
it off.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
No,
kept
that
looking down
was
at my phone,
the
didn't I?
tabloids, Aaron.
Oh wait, no,
Tabloids
it
trying
was
to get a
my
hold of
phone.
tabloid.
Oh no.
The tabloids. They
The
found
tabloids have
us.
found us.
They found us.
So poker.
Poker.
Yeah, and then
I'll sit this
when
one
we
out.
get good enough, let's use like candy bars or snacks as
Okay.
like the bet.
So-
Sure. Just gonna watch from afar.
Roll for
Over-
comprehension of rules.
Raise your hand if you would like to play
Roll for
poker.
poker face?
So only 4 of you?
Is Maya
Okay.
playing? No?
Maya, are you gonna play some poker? I don't think she's gonna play poker. So.
Sure.
Oh, you are sweet. Okay, so
Oh.
5 out of 60.
Okay.
5
Wait,
out of
so
60.
everyone's doing it. All
Sorry,
right.
I'm really laggy.
Totally fine. So all 6
Wow,
of you are
Ben,
playing
if
poker.
all of us jumped off a
Sure.
cliff, would you jump?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be
fair.
the first one jumping.
I will,
So-
I will be back.
I'd watch you.
Oh, he's gonna miss what I'm about to say. That's fine. We'll just say Luke doesn't play the first round. Everyone who likes to play poker, make your choice of a charisma, dexterity, or intelligence check.
Dex.
I'm not very good at any of those.
Because you can either bluff your way through it, you can cheat, or you can think your way through it.
8.
Did you say cheat?
Well, that's what the dexterity checks are for.
So yeah, I did a dex check
Wait,
and
so
it's
it's
an 8.
dexterity, charisma, or what?
Or intelligence.
I'm choosing. Ooh, my dog is barking.
Okay,
I
thing is,
am
I'd-
choosing charisma.
Cad wouldn't cheat. So do
Okay.
I gotta do intelligence?
So intelligence or charisma.
Well, I also am no good at bluffing.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so I re-rolled,
do
even though I probably shouldn't have, but I
charisma.
rolled the same thing. So I got a
Ooh.
6. I would have gotten an 8 if I was willing to cheat, but I got a 6.
But you're better than that. Okay. So, Addie, what did you roll?
Okay, I got. Sorry, my dog is barking. I got a 19 with charisma or a 17 with intelligence. So if I do charisma,
Charisma is you choosing to convince and bluff and give false tells. Intelligence is you doing the math of the game of, okay, well, if I have these two, I know that on the flip there's that, and playing percentages. Whereas,
charisma
or
probably.
you know what? If you, I mean, you could just, if one of you wants to play just blind luck, you can also do that.
Well, me doing intelligence and me
I'll
doing
go
blind
with
luck is
charisma.
exactly the
A
same.
19 charisma.
Okay, Ben, Luke, go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your choice of your charisma, intelligence, or dexterity. Because it's how you're playing the game.
All my worst ones.
Yeah,
What about wisdom
Uh,
if you're trying to read the other players?
Fuck's
Nope.
sake.
you need to be able to out
Natural
bluff.
one.
Reading can help, but false tells are way better.
Natural
Okay.
1.
Natural one. Good to know.
Oh, no.
Maya, what'd you roll?
That's very in character though, Ben.
What do you? What?
For Luke,
9.
and for Luke and for you,
9.
getting being shit at
Uh,
poker.
Callie, what did you roll?
You don't like gambling.
I got a natural 20 plus 4.
Okay. V, what did you roll?
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Okay, so charisma.
You can roll with
is-
advantage, by the way, V, because you have experience with this.
What the fuck, Richard? Okay.
Yeah, 4 would have been my total. So
Okay, that's a little better. So I was going to do charisma because that is my best stat, but V would actually know how to play the game, so I went with intelligence. So that is
Okay.
a 19 plus 1. Saucy
Okay. So, Luke and Cad, even in the explaining of the rules, you guys kind of get it, but it's also like, I don't really understand how you're supposed to think it through or bluff other players. And like, if you're not thinking those two things through, you're not even thinking about cheating. Oh,
This is definitely my first experience of poker. Playing out right
Maya,
here.
Maya and Addie. So, Maya, you chose which stat again?
Hello?
Yeah, I was asking which stat
Sorry.
you chose for poker.
Sorry. I chose charisma to try and bluff, and I rolled a 9.
Okay. Yeah, Maya, you really like have a concept of the game, and you're doing it, but you're just not in it. Your friends are trying to distract you. They're trying to help you out, and every once in a while, you just peek over, and that corner of that magazine sitting out of the corner of that bag is just—it's staring at you, and you're just not in the game. Addie, you are like,
Yeah.
oh, this game is being good at lying and persuading, but for fun.
Mm.
I'm pretty good at those
Yay.
things. And immediately you're playing circles around Luke and Kat. You're in it. V is over here also just outthinking you, trying to think of, okay, well, these cards are here. And you guys are really going at it. But every time you think you're getting close to like bluffing the proper cards, and V, every time you think this definitely should have been the card here, the cards just aren't what you're expecting. Because Callie, you come out on top, being able to just snag those face cards whenever you see them going by.
Can I do the moment where it's like like Kai's like, yeah, let's learn how to play poker. Flashback to our hometown in a skate park where I'm playing poker.
You took some kid's like longboard when you were like 15 or when you're like 12.
Oh my
Yeah, just
God.
every time I start, I'm like, oh wow, I've never
You know what?
played this before.
Canonically, you look over and you're like, "That's how I got you, buddy." As you look at your skateboard.
I'm like, that's how I got you, my friend. Lying
so-
and cheating.
Yeah, so you managed to come out on top over a couple hours of you guys deciding to play poker. Sometimes the vibration of the train or like the AC suddenly like pushing on or like move the cards, and you have to try and get them on all your side tables and make them comfy. But after a few hours, you guys get tired out, and you begin to start getting ready for bed. And the chairs that you're in, they don't lay back completely, but they do recline a bit, and you have enough of like a blanket and a pillow each, like travel sized, in your bags to where you can kind of get comfy. There are enough empty spots in your car to where you can lay down across a couple of seats if you need to. But you all get ready for your long rest.
I wait to see if anyone else is going to take their own row.
Anyone
'Cause if we're
going
just
out and
gonna
taking
be
their
a
own row?
cuddle puddle, then I'm down for that too.
Because the way the
I
seats are
stay
currently
like
set
that,
up
'cause I'm
is
little.
like you have 3 on one side and they're facing another set of 3, and that's like your guys' compartment essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cad's gonna take a watch first.
Okay.
And he's gonna take one of the one of the flowers that Callie's been weaving into flower crowns, and he's just gonna take one and just sit at a window with it and just
Okay.
sniff it.
You just
The
it's-
black and white comes in, and the slow French woman begins to
Oh my
sing as
God.
the rain
Oh,
falls.
if there's
Oh,
anything
geez.
Birdie hates though, it's art films. Ugh. Hey, Luke had a thing.
Yeah, I think with that, Luke's just gonna sit at the opposite window and he's just gonna like sit at the opposite window, kind of just like leaning on like the small like frame, and then just like just fall asleep like that.
Okay. Maya.
He'll just lean there for a while. before he
Maya's
sleeps,
Okay.
gonna
watch the world go
like
by.
lay down and like try and get comfortable near Callie.
Okay. Yeah,
and-
you pop to the other row of seats, and you're just kind of like snuggled. Callie, as you're sitting there weaving your crowns, Maya kind of like sits down and bundles in next to you.
Callie's gonna wait a few minutes until she like knows Myers asleep, and then is gonna take off the leather jacket and just put it over her.
Well, I wanted to start a conversation real quick.
Oh,
So
Sleep,
as
child.
soon as you think Maya's asleep, like you see her eyes kind of close, you put the blanket down, and then Maya, with eyes still closed, starts speaking. Maya, what were you saying?
What was your mum like?
ah,
Oh.
she was really cool. She worked a lot because it was just the 3 of us, and so she did a lot of night shifts. I think I gave her a bit of a hard time. Caddy was always the one that kind of smoothed things over between us. I mean, she smelled like flowers all the time, and she made the best mac and cheese. She put like the breadcrumbs in it and everything, and she helped me put patches on my jacket and deck out the longboard without asking where I got it.
She sounds really
She's-
great.
She's good.
Where is she now?
Sleeping. She is sleeping. Not in the where he who shall go unnamed is, just in the temporary sense. She's a lot like Caddy. They have the same smile. and they're soft. They will kick your ass if they know you need it. I give them both a hard time. I shouldn't do that. I don't know how not to do that.
I mean,
Caddy got soft and I got angry.
but you both still love each other, and I'm sure
I do.
your mom still loves you, and you still love her.
I never really said it. I don't know if she knows. I'm gonna try and say it more when we get back. Emotions are hard.
My mom and I just argued a lot.
What is she like?
Like unpredictable weather. She could be the happiest person in the room, and you can't take your eyes off her. And then she would just get really sad. And she relied on me a lot. But then she would see me do weird things, and she would get really angry. Like she didn't want what was happening to me to happen. When I first picked up a guitar, she was really excited. And I felt like I needed to do that to keep her happy. But it wasn't making me happy. So.
It's a lot of responsibility to put on a kid. It's a lot of weight. I don't think that's... I know there are parents, and sometimes they fuck up. But it doesn't mean they shouldn't apologize or acknowledge it. And you shouldn't have to do anything that makes you unhappy just because it makes them happy. Family loves each other and they support each other and they argue with each other, but they don't make each other feel less or that they have to shrink themselves to fit. I don't think you should shrink yourself at all. I think you're pretty cool.
I've always been told I'm really weird.
Nah, you look at us. We're a group of weirdos. That's the best part of this. Everyone thinks weird is bad. Weird is the best. Can you imagine going into an office? You go to 9 to 5. You talk to Deborah about the weather over the water cooler. You get invited to the barbecue. Where you gotta schmooze your boss, who you actually hate. And then, like 35 years down the line, you retire. And then you're just sitting on like a deck chair as a cranky old man who's like yelling at the kids on his lawn. Nah. Normal people don't have adventures. Weird people have adventures.
That sounds really boring.
It's really boring, right? So, listen, people call me weird too. And I take it as a badge of pride. Because nothing remarkable happens to normal people. Remarkable things happen to weird people. Myths and legends were created by a bunch of weirdos.
like that.
Also, if anyone calls you weird, I'll kick their ass.
That sounds good.
I gotta add collections to my eyes. I'm thinking about starting at like a jewelry line of just eyes.
Oh, it could be like eye in the rough jewelry.
Yes! Business partners. We're gonna create a line. It's gonna be great. And it'll just be a bunch of weirdos making jewelry.
Yeah. Maya will kind of like start falling asleep, talking about weird eye jewelry.
Yeah, you guys get a couple of pieces in, talking about different amulets and earrings. Sort of start chatting and drifting off. Addie, V actually. Sorry, Addie had a thing that she wanted after I confirmed everything with everyone else. V, what kind of position were you taking up to sleep?
So, as the resident small person, I was kind of like scoping out where everyone else was sleeping. Like, okay, everyone's on chairs and kind of like snuggled up against each other. I go on the floor.
Ooh. So as you
Yup.
kind of like drop your pillow and your blanket down to sleep, first thing that hits you is like the floor gets vacuumed pretty often, shampooed probably not as much as it should. Still not not even close to the dirtiest place you've ever slept. Yeah, and it's not comfortable, but neither were cement sewers, neither was dirt packed ground.
I would like to ask if I can make a perception check to see if there are any valuables that are on the ground or in between the seats that I can see.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
On the ground looking for treasures.
Literally. Okay.
Crawling
That
around.
is a perception. Oh, I'm not great at that. That's okay. That is an 18. 16 plus 2.
16 plus 2. So as you're kind of looking around, you don't see any valuables really, except for as you're kind of like leaning over and you roll over, you see that wedged between like where the seat reclines, there's that hinge, and wedged there, you just see a little green corner sticking out of the side of thing, and you grab it with the tips of your fingers and pull. And it's a $5 bill.
Oh, hell yeah!
Hey.
Hey.
Recomp the money you guys spent on that magazine. Yeah. So yeah, Addie, as you see everyone else, Luke is on a row, but he's not taking it up to himself. One of the two rows that you guys started on, kind of pressed against the window, dozing off. Cad, still awake, but staring out the window, sniffing at one of the flowers. Yeah, but you're starting to doze off. You're not asleep yet. You're all falling asleep around the same time. And in that little seat, 3 seat, it's directly next to Cad. Callie's kind of shifted into your spot that you would abandon when you got up to get ready. And in Callie's old spot, Maya is kind of snuggled into her. So the 3 of them are there. V has taken up residence on the floor. But besides that, there's only other 2 singles sleeping in your cart. So there's plenty of rows open. There's plenty of seats open.
Is Luke like asleep?
No, he's just kind of like leaning there with his head there. Him and Cad are there. You see the occasional one like look up at the other, but they don't really say anything. They do that thing that guys do where they communicate without like talking.
Cat is like
Yeah.
Cat is fighting sleep. He's very much trying to stay awake as long as he can, and then
He's got the Gucci eye bags.
yeah, and then when he eventually
I
does
drag,
fall asleep,
like,
yeah.
my blanket and pillow, and I'm just like, hey Luke, can I sleep here?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, offers the
Thanks.
seat next to him.
You step over V's already unconscious body as you get into the seat. She's sleeps
holding
better.
the $5 bill like a plushie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, totally.
And she sleeps better and harder than any other person on that train.
Probably by the time Addie falls asleep, her head will just like slump over and land on Luke's shoulder, and he can try to move it, and like it'll move to the other, but it just like she just knocks out.
He might like poke you a little bit, but then just seeing that you're just fine, it's like it's not a problem. You'd be like,
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. That's fine.
And after a while, sleep starts to take each of you. Cad, because you mentioned that you're making the honest attempt to stay awake, you end up getting...
Yeah, he's trying to take a watch, but he's not going to wake anyone else up for the next watch. He's just staying awake as long as he can, and then when finally it's too much, he'll probably fall asleep.
So as you start to fall asleep, the sun has already gone down at this point, and at this point, traveling southward, the train is moving through thicker sections of trees. The tracks seem to go through wooded areas, and because the sun is set, it is very dark outside the train. The only lights are what's coming off the train and the occasional yellow light along the track itself. And as you're kind of like starting to doze off, you see something again. Something out the window of the train, and it's a pair of light, almost crystalline blue eyes attached to something big, probably 10 feet long. It's dark form, you can't really make out, but it is running next to the train for half a second. It makes eye contact with you, blinks once, and then you don't see it again.
Okay, seeing that, Cad is going to shoot back bolt upright again and try and stay as awake as he can for as long as he can, staring out the side, trying to get a glimpse of it again.
You stay awake for another 2 hours, keeping watch, worried that whatever you just saw might come back, but you don't see it again. And after a while, you question whether or not you actually saw it. Yeah, there's something out there. You're just not quite sure what. And sleep takes you all. You all receive the benefits of a long rest, so you get back your abilities, you get back your hit points.
Well, imagine losing hit points. Wouldn't be me.
When you have 45 of them at level 3, fight me, nerd.
I love. Wait, how much HP does everyone have?
45.
I have
Cat and I have the
31.
highest. You have 31.
28.
Yeah, I have 31. 28.
Yeah. So Cat and I have
Maya,
the
you're
highest
muted.
HP, and we both haven't lost any.
What do you
Callie
have,
and
Luke?
Maya are both.
I have 33. I'm nowhere
Sucks to
near
suck.
you, but yeah. Sorry, you rolled a 10 twice.
Yeah.
Before you wake up,
Bullshit.
there's one thing that does happen before everyone else wakes up.
Oh God.
Actually, you know what?
Oh.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh
Do
no!
it, coward.
Don't do that!
Do it, coward.
First person to wake up.
Coward.
First
Do it,
person to
coward.
wake up is Maya. Maya, you start to awaken warm, comfortable, safe. Right as the sunlight starts to peek through the window of the train, it just brushes across your face. And it's that kind of feeling of, you know, there's sunlight, you know where you are, you're safe, but you don't want to open your eyes because of how comfortable you are. And then everyone else you feel begin to start moving on the train, beginning to get up and stretch. The half a day's journey is done. You guys have 2 days left on the train. Is there any? There's 2 days of downtime on the train. Does anyone want to accomplish anything during this time? Cad, you have first one to have your hand up, and then V. We'll go Cad, then V, and then Maya.
Cad's gonna approach Maya the morning after, like immediately, and he just goes, "Can I borrow your just some paper? It doesn't have to be your journal or anything."
Yeah. And she kind of like flips to the end of like her notebook and like rips out a few pages.
And something to draw with.
Yeah.
So yeah, he takes it and he's like
She's
frantically
got
starts.
plenty of pencils.
Yeah, he's gonna frantically start drawing the thing that he's trying to remember as best he can. The thing he saw last night.
Yeah.
Drawing. He's like,
Roll
and
me
Yeah.
a
And-
history check.
Okay, and as he's drawing, he's just like he's saying to Maya, he's like, you can like see things that like haven't happened or some like you can have visions and stuff, right? So yeah, I saw this thing outside the train last night. 18.
Again, nice.
Yes, and I don't know if it was my imagination or what, or a monster or something that's going to attack us so can we get off the train. I don't know, but I don't know if it and he finishes drawing. It's like, what do you make of this?
What do I make of that?
So as he's just frantically speaking, as his hand is just moving, he does not have art experience, but his memory of just these vivid eyes and these lines give him more than he thinks he's giving you. You see that like there's these straight lines in the background for the blur of the trees, and honestly, the detail on the eyes, while it's really lacking because he doesn't have training in it, he nails this poignant stare that like looks in your soul. And he gives this vague outline of a body that's not trees, and it is blackened. He really went hard on the pencil on that one. Whatever its skin or fur or scales or whatever is covering its body is, its body is Leaf. It is on looks like 4 legs with a tail of some kind. And Addie and V, roll me a d10.
Do I reckon? I like stuff
That's
flipping.
why
through
I'm
mine.
having
Do
to
I
roll a
recognize-
percentile die.
Okay.
9.
And by the way,
3.
I would like to speak to the chat for a moment. Yes, I am the king of debating.
I hate it
Debating.
so much.
Okay, so that's a 3 and a what?
9.
Ooh, 93. Okay. So, as you see this page, you immediately like pull it down and like just instantly reach into your bag and pull out a piece of tape and tape it back into your notebook without even thinking about it. And then your hand begins to move and you're watching these. You've never really stopped to watch Maya draw before, Kat, but she is moving with these eloquent pens or like pencil strokes, just beginning to fill in your drawing where it doesn't have marks yet. The trees immediately gain more detail. The eyes, she reaches into her bag and pulls out a couple of colored pencils that have been like floating around in there, and pulls out a blue one and starts to mix it, smearing it with her hand to get it a proper blend. And the eyes really fill in, and it takes a lot more of a form. She adds tufts of fur coming out of the top of it, long triangular ears, rippling muscles underneath layers of fur. It looks like something big and scary and feline and black.
Who took the monsters class?
Cad
I
did.
did.
Mhm.
And I don't recognize it, I'm assuming.
It looks like, it doesn't look like a monster. It looks like a giant exotic cat.
So out of character, not like a hellhound.
No, not like a hellhound.
Like a werecat out of character?
No, like a giant exotic cat. I meant every word that I said.
Interesting.
The cat,
Like
Yes,
an
I am Joe
adoptable
Exotic.
cat out of character? Like we could befriend the
that's-
cat?
That's what the two of you come up with.
Like
If
there
you'd
was
like
a
to do
cat.
anything-
There was a cat in Penn Station, wasn't there?
Yeah, the black cat.
Did it have blue eyes?
Yeah.
You were the only one who saw it. Did it have blue eyes?
Was I the only one who saw it?
You were the only person who saw the
Yeah.
cat then as well.
Can I roll a history check? 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't write
And
it
I don't
down.
think you told any of us.
I didn't write it
Okay.
down.
Okay. Yes, it did have blue eyes.
Okay.
You would have remembered it was the day before.
Okay. Well, there was there was a cat in Penn Station that was black and it had blue eyes that were very, very piercing, and it was staring at me. But I figured it was just a cat. But that one wasn't 10 feet long.
Okay.
So there's a cat following me,
So something's following you?
or us,
Or,
and maybe I'm just the only
us.
one who saw it.
So we're all awake right now?
Yeah, this is as the rest of you are starting to wake, you just see like Callie. Actually, as you're laying there, Cad and Maya have started this conversation on you. Like you're the table for the and you're just
I'm
laying there happening.
You saw a cat and you didn't tell me?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys. Yeah.
So I
you're
see,
all waking up.
I see it.
You have not seen it yet. You're still on the floor.
Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna get up on my knees and look at that saucy picture.
And
Is
you
it
just
familiar?
about have a heart attack because you recognize those light blue eyes.
She's gone.
Good to know.
Oh wait, in session, in the very first session, like V went chasing a cat.
Yep.
Shit. I need
Did
to
you
take
forget
more
about
notes.
that?
I'm bad at taking notes.
Wait.
I didn't take notes of that, but I.
Trust me, Ben
Do
never
I
takes notes,
recognize
but he
it
occasionally
as
remembers things.
familiar? Do I recognize it as familiar or not, or very upset?
Very
angry?
familiar. You woke up every morning for a couple of years to that set of eyes.
Oh my.
Hey guys, when you put a house cat in your backstory, just remember the DM's gonna do something with it.
Oh.
Also, DM,
Love
DM,
it.
just so you know,
Mm.
the cat's eyes did match mine. One of them was green.
Okay, I will. From now on, I will remember that. All I have down in my notes is blue, but I will.
Okay.
I will retcon everything. One of them is green. I apologize. Okay.
Are you okay?
This is the best part of being a DM is when you guys have no idea what's happening. This is the best part.
Where did you see this?
Well, I saw it at first in Penn Station, but it was just a cat, like a regular black cat. And then last night, I thought I imagined it. It was outside the train. It was like running, keeping pace with the train, and it was like 10 feet long.
The cat was 10 foot long?
Yeah, well, you
sure
know, I mean-
weren't seeing things.
Look at what I'm.
Have you kind of looked at what we're doing right now?
That is fair. That is a fair point.
We see people in the sky, and there are tree girls, and
You know
there
what?
are.
Fair point.
We just killed a snake lady.
We really did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
really
we did.
do that.
Wow.
V, you good? You...
Do you recognize it?
That's my cat.
Wait, what? I didn't know you had a cat.
Yeah, I did. I left him at home when I ran away, and I figured he was with my mom.
Well, that can't be so bad, right? I mean, if it's just your cat looking for you. But did it always do the whole 10-foot long scary thing?
Did it always do the 10-foot-long scary thing?
No. Last time you saw the skinny little fucker, he was sitting in your mom's office as you packed your bag.
There it is. Get it.
No. Get it.
Yeah.
Snag
No.
it. It's my cat.
No,
There it is.
This is not a cat,
We
it's a
just
dog.
We need to bring in my cat Bella, because she's black with green eyes. Just be like,
There it is.
that's odd. Okay. What's its name?
His name is Shadow. He has eyes just like me, one green, one blue. He's my best friend. I thought I haven't seen him in a very long time. And you've seen him multiple times now. This isn't
Twice
this
now.
isn't
This
new.
is the second time. Well, third time, counting the time that you went and chased it.
Well, thing, right? I mean, your relationship with
No,
your
I
cat.
just want to see my cat.
Yeah, okay, so this is good. If it does find us, then that's good. That's a good thing. We can all pet the kitty. I like cats.
Sorry about that.
Totally fine.
Right? I mean, if it's a
Hey
good
Luke,
buddy.
welcome back from the bathroom. That's my cat.
We're gonna pin that because I actually want to talk to Luke about something. But continue with the conversation for now.
Yeah. But I don't think we should be too concerned. I mean, it's not like your cat is like wanting revenge. It probably just wants to be back with you. I don't see the harm in adding a cat to our band of misfits. Does it like being in bags? I don't have a whole lot of room in mine, but I'm sure we could accommodate.
I mean, I would wear him like a scarf sometimes.
That's
just kinda-
adorable.
And you're
Or it's-
sure he doesn't want revenge.
I mean, it's 10 foot long.
Yeah.
He's 10 foot long. We could ride him.
We were
You
best
know,
friends.
that is a good point. I don't know if we all could. I don't know how the weight distribution would work, if that would give it, like, back problems. But, this could be a good thing. Yeah, it's a cat, but, I mean, if it gets big and it can fit more people on its back, I'm not complaining. Like...
Big cat.
While this
My
conversation
cat
is...
was 10 feet long.
What
Yeah,
it looked
They
like.
apparently
explained
it
that
was-
to me.
This big boy. While this conversation was happening, Luke, you were in the bathroom. So I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
be back.
Oh.
Luke.
Uh-oh.
Because you got up as people were starting to talk about it, and you had to use the restroom, so you walked
Sorry.
down the car. And as you're walking, you feel your pocket on your jacket. It's heavy, and something's bouncing against your leg. Like your red hoodie that you've got on.
Yeah.
It's like it's the pocket of it has something in it. Because you know how like when you're wearing a hoodie, hoodies aren't meant to have things in the pockets. So like when you're moving, they bounce. You got that feeling.
I'm gonna kind of like look down a little confused, wondering if someone slipped something into my pocket. So I'm just gonna put my hand in my pocket and kind of pull.
You put your hand on your pocket, and immediately you feel a sharp pain in your finger. You take 1 point of slashing damage.
What the?
As you gash the edge of your finger open.
Is there a tiny kitty in his pocket?
That's rough.
Being more comfortable, like being a lot more careful and reaching into your pocket, you realize there's something very sharp in your pocket, and what you pull out is about, if it was straight, about 6 inches, but maybe about 4 inches long. There is this curved piece of almost ivory, what looks like, with a sharpened point and edge, and the edge has a bronze gleam to it. It's wrapped in a leather cordage that comes around in a long loop, and there's a slight like paper tag on the end of it, almost like a price tag. And the price tag has some writing on it.
Wait, so what?
It looks
What
like
is it?
a giant talon, probably about yay big.
Hey, look,
and it's got like a little tag on it. I read
Yeah.
it. I'm just gonna what's it say?
At first, your brain takes a second because it's not in English. The symbols on the side are something you've like seen in textbooks or whenever you like have toured a college campus. They're Greek symbols, and on it is written "Happy Birthday, my son."
Oh shit! Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna like read it and just be like,
Addie, we didn't hear a word you just yelled.
It's like, it's Luke's birthday and he didn't tell us? What the heck, man?
Luke doesn't know the date.
None of us.
He's gonna
That's
he's gonna
okay.
completely forget that he needs to go to the bathroom. Like gets to like outside.
And this is
the
where you
door,
run back
walks
to the ending of the cat conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back and be like, "Did someone put this in my pocket?"
No.
Just
He's holding what looks like a 4 to 6 inch long ivory talon with what looks like a bronze edging to the inner side of it. And he is still just bleeding out the finger. There is just blood dripping down his
Oh my
hand.
Did
god.
you get attacked?
Did it come from a
Look,
10-foot
your
cat?
finger.
no, I'm fine. This was in my pocket. It's really sharp. Who put this in my pocket whilst I was sleeping?
I didn't. You need a band-aid.
Everyone was asleep last
I'm
night.
fine. Well, I just found this in my
If you
pocket
leave
just
it-
now.
If you leave it exposed, Luke, then it's gonna get infected, and then it's gonna get worse. If you just wash your hands and you put a band-aid over it, then there'll be no problem.
Trust me, you just wanna do it. What does the note say?
What does
Is it a
the-
threat?
Yeah, it has this note on it. It kind of takes a second. It says, "Happy birthday, my son."
Oh, that's not a threat. That's a letter.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your
Luke. Why didn't you tell us?
Oh,
Oh
what's the
my
date?
god,
I don't.
you guys. We are
What's the
throwing a
date?
party in this train car tonight.
I'm gonna check my train ticket.
Beverages.
Does it have a date on it?
Yesterday, the
train
train ticket that you bought says November 15th. Today is the 16th.
Today's the 16th of November.
Holy shit, it really is my birthday. Huh.
Oh
Oh.
my
How
god.
old
How
are
does
you?
I'm 16 now, I guess.
It's your golden birthday!
Oh my god. Okay. V, can you do beverages if I figure out a way to get the blankets up to be like decorations? Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Now, music.
I
By
have
the
my
way,
guitar with me.
something I will mention.
Everything.
I will mention this to those of you who woke up throughout the night to use the bathroom and such. The two people who started in your car over the course of the night, which you'll be able to figure out, from V's snoring, requested and got successful transfers to other cars. You now have this car to yourself.
Yes!
Love
Heck
that.
yeah.
That's one of the things, those D20s that I had people roll, that's what that was for.
Patience checks.
Alright.
Amazing.
So,
So it's a golden
he's
talon,
got
right?
the beverages.
It is an ivory talon with a bronze edging to it. It looks like it's meant to be worn as some sort of amulet.
So it's not like a dagger.
Ivory
It's not a dagger.
talon.
It is just extremely sharp.
It could be a knife.
We are having a party tonight on this train, everybody. It's happening. A dance party? Maybe. Luke, what is your favorite kind of, like, candy?
I mean, chocolate's pretty good.
Oh,
Alright, I'll be right back.
you would all know on your tickets, each day you're given one free meal at the catering cart, by the way,
Oh,
at the dining
sweet.
cart. So each
Ooh.
day you get a meal.
Well, these
So you can
tickets are
snack
actually
for
worth
the
it.
rest of the day, like just to get away with like not eating. So if at some point you go to the dining cart, that'll count as your rations for the day.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my
I
plan.
go with
We're gonna
Addie.
snack the rest of the day. We're gonna go check it out. I wanna see if they have like those tiny like chocolate cakes that are like this big. You know what I'm talking about?
If you go to the dining cart, the closest thing they have to that is a chocolate swirl muffin.
Aw.
That is the
I can
closest
deal
thing they've
with
got.
that.
Okay. They've got
I
like the
can work with that.
prepackaged
I'm
like
gonna
Hostess
take-
products. They've got a couple of like Hostess like ho-hos and stuff like that.
Alright, okay. Okay.
I
asked
have
my,
no idea what any of this means.
So there's like pre-packaged
Like chocolate
Very
sponge cake
American-
with shitty chocolate icing on the outside and a little bit of cream on the
Hey,
inside.
I actually quite like the
No,
icing.
they're awesome.
The
It's
icing's
just bad. It's
All
bad
right.
quality, but it's
Yeah,
good.
that's fair.
You know what I mean? It tastes
This is
good,
fair.
but it's bad quality.
I asked her, I'm like, okay, do you think we should go with the Hostess cake or the chocolate swirl muffin?
I think maybe the cake.
Okay, yeah. I would like to grab the cake and see if there's anything. Probably no candles.
There's
Actually, I'm gonna
no
ask someone.
candle.
I'm
There's
gonna ask someone.
Did
I'm gonna
someone
ask the
say
dining
arson?
cart person.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm gonna ask the dining cart person and just be like, "Hi, excuse me, do you have
Yes.
any candles? It's one of my friend's birthdays today, and we wanted to just
Oh
like."
no, I'm sorry, honey. That would be a fire hazard. We can't have those on the train.
Well, that's a little saddening. Okay. I
But
would
you said
like
it's his
to-
birthday?
It is his birthday.
Okay, send him down here whenever you get the chance. He can have a free pastry if he wants one.
Nice.
It's great. Okay,
Frog.
thank you. I will keep that in mind. And I would like to look
I
for
could-
like if they have bigger chip packages for snacking.
They've got
Like party size.
the V size. They don't have like the big ones. And they've got them on like one of those little rotating like stands where like you can turn it and it's got like the different styles on it. So you see like like Corritos, maybe some like Pockies,
Right, right.
all the brand names, all the proper,
Yes.
real brands that we're
Pringles.
totally not affiliated with in any way. Bringles? Yeah.
Some
Some
Kringles.
Ah.
Some
Kringles.
Kringles.
some Chris
Kringle.
Kringle.
Because they're so cringly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Definitely
I love
crisp
Okay.
Kringles, nothing else. Crisp
We
Kringles.
love some Kringles.
Okay. I basically take mental note of all of the snacks that are there, and
What's
I'm not
your
gonna
pop?
buy
That's
anything
great.
yet. I'm not gonna say anything yet. I'm going to basically tell Maya, I'm like, well, if he gets a free pastry, I do love surprising people, but it would make sense for him to be able to pick it out himself, you know?
Yeah. But what
So do you
else I can
think
do
the-
is I can get the paper and I can like roll it up into a cinder and we can have that as a candle.
There's gonna be
Yes,
just ash
let's do
all
that.
Cat,
over
your
the
hand has been
cake.
seen. I'll get to you after these
There's gonna
two.
be ash all over the cake.
Okay. You two are in the dining cart figuring out his cake situation. Cad, you had something?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so back in our cart where we're all been staying.
Luke is still bleeding.
There's bleeding
Oh,
Luke. There is an
so
in
Cad-
shock V.
Cad
What are you doing?
Cad will have
What did
been
Addie tell you?
fixing up his. Cad's very used to fixing up cuts and bruises from helping
Well,
Callie.
you guys literally were like, "Oh my god, it's your birthday!" Yeet, and just
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
So Cad,
Which is honestly very in character.
so Cad is gonna finish up.
ADHD, man!
Cad's gonna finish up fixing up, just putting a little plaster
Yeah.
on Luke's.
Yeah.
Thing. And then
You
he's
take
gonna reach,
your little medical kit that Camp Half-Blood gave you in
Yeah.
your bag, and you get that going. Yeah.
He's gonna reach into his bag and just the magazine that he bought for when Callie gets bored. He's gonna just take the toy off the front. And
I was so hoping you'd do that.
and then he's gonna just be like, "Happy birthday, Luke." Sorry. Just kidding.
What is it?
I don't know because I never got a list.
Okay. Oh
It
yeah. I
will-
was
it
planning
will
on
have
giving
been-
that to you at the break.
Yeah, it will have been. It will be something with lots of moving parts.
Yeah.
And just
Thanks.
It is a small buildable little like cart thing. Like it looks like you could probably like put it on a set of tracks that they're trying to get you
oh
to
no!
buy in the magazine.
Can I bought a Lego magazine with like one of the little free sets that is like a tiny.
Oh
a
sure,
tiny-
you can do the Bego blocks. Yeah,
the
100%.
tiny
yes,
one.
Bego.
I'll get you a
Bego.
Bego magazine with the very
Yeah.
small
Okay, yeah.
like Bego set at the front, and I just
Yeah,
hand in the Bego set.
You get the set and you're a little disappointed because as you see it, you see the word star, and then instead of wars, it's followed by Trek, which you're like, oh, this is fine.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks.
Buddy.
Where did you get this?
Buddy.
Ah, it's from the train
Trust
station before we
it.
left.
Thanks.
Star Journey.
Star Jenny.
Callie, you had some?
Can I go to the front of the train?
The farthest you can get is the dining car. After that, it is
I want to
hard-locked.
drive the train.
It is hard locked to people without a key.
I have
But
a
it's
fit.
my friend's birthday.
Yeah, I'm like, so like, dance party. Dance party. A train has speakers. A train has speakers.
No.
You want to get into the conductor's car, don't you?
Let's go.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna try and do it. If I
Nope.
go to the
This
dining
is going to be the
lady.
next 20 minutes of my life. Okay, before I do that, Addie, you had something. Before I do that,
I was
Addie, you
gonna
had
say-
something.
Addie would like first she'd like to assess, is there anything that would make a better sash and crown than toilet paper at her disposal?
No. No.
Then I go to the bathroom and I start taking the cheap toilet paper and trying to make it into a sash and a crown for the birthday boy.
This is your
Okay.
sweet
Message
16.
in chat. Luke's looking at this toy.
Good to know. You get started on that. V, you had this earth-shattering moment this morning that you're just still kind of sitting in shock as suddenly everyone has scattered because it's a birthday.
Yeah.
What are you looking like at the
Luke and
moment?
Kat are
What's
still
going
there.
on?
Well, Addie mentioned to me oh, drinks, and I was like, yes, that is a thing I can do. And then mentioned music, and I begin to take out my guitar and start plucking a few chords on it and trying to figure out
Okay.
how to play Happy Birthday.
Okay. So after a hot moment of talking to Luke, you get his favorite beverage sorted out as the drink. You
What is
start
your favorite
getting your
beverage?
guitar ready. If you say apple juice, I'm going to stab you in the throat. I want you to know that.
Orange juice.
Okay.
Wow.
Fine.
No.
Good enough.
No, he'll just be
Pink
like,
ice
nice.
coffee. Then make it
Make a deck.
What did you say your drink was?
What would Luke's favorite? I mean, he's happy with a Coke. He's like, yeah, Coke works
Coke.
for me.
Coke.
Yeah,
Coke.
a
Conk.
diet,
Coke.
full. proper stuff.
Okay. Between the two of you, I feel like Diet Coke is now like banned from all meetings.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we're at the point where I now regret being a dungeon master, hey, Callie, how are you making it to the intercom?
I do it in a sensible, well thought out fashion.
Okay. You start walking towards the front of the train, and the farthest you can get is the dining car, which after that, it is hard locked to employees only. There's a little swipe thing for a key card.
Aaron, I think you know where this is going.
I know
and
exactly
don't
where
want-
it's going. You can
I don't
roll the
wanna-
investigation check to try and see if you can spot one.
I would like to roll the investigation.
Roll the
check.
investigation check. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
This is my rogue. This is who my rogue is. That's good to know. It's good to have that on hand.
I got a 13 plus 1, 14.
14. Okay, pretty easily enough. At one point, one of the service workers goes to the front of the train with a small tray of drinks. It looks like canned beverages, just something to refresh the workers at the front. And he like leans down, and he's got this like one of those like pull things with like the little string in it that like you pull your key card and it like stretches and then it like immediately snaps back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I can do this one of two ways.
Yeah. So that is currently attached to his leg, and he uses that to go forward.
Okay, I could do this in one of two ways.
Mhm.
I could steal, or I could bluff. Both of which I can do, for
Yep.
I have dex and charisma.
What is what are you gonna do?
I would like to go up to him and say, "Excuse me? Hello?
As he's coming back out, because he had just walked in with the drinks, so as he comes out, he's just got like an empty tray. Yes.
Hi, my name's Calliope. We're on a kind of like a field trip, and we forgot it was my friend's birthday, and he doesn't have any presents or any cake or any music or anything, so we're trying to make it. But I was wondering if it wasn't too much trouble, do you think like we could play a song or a couple over the intercom? Just his family's not here and his mom's not here and it's just us and we only met like a week ago for school and I feel really bad. I hope it isn't
Roll.
inconveniencing.
A persuasion check with advantage.
That's great.
Nice! Oh, okay. Good for advantage, because the first was a natural 1.
Oh, I regret giving you advantage.
You're cutting a bet now. Persuasion, so I got 19 plus 3.
22, huh?
It's gonna be like,
Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. I think we have a pretty empty train right now before the next stop. I think we might be able to figure something out. I can't let you up
Really?
front because that's for
Oh,
employees
no.
only. But
That's okay.
maybe we could have you know what? Perhaps instead of the intercom, because that's against the rules, I could speak to one of the other workers. I know she has a Bluetooth speaker. Perhaps you could use.
That would be great. Thank
Okay.
you. That's so kind of you.
That might be manageable.
Thank you so much. You're
yeah,
gonna
what-
make his day.
What time do you want to do something like this? I think she's off shift later today.
are Addie and Maya still in the drinks cart?
They're getting food. Yeah, they're currently eating with they're currently like, picking out things as you're like doing this. And
Hey,
actually, at this point in time, the high pitched voice is not something you recognize. You two, after a moment of hearing this like small child talking, you turn and somehow Callie has taken her hair and like put it back in like a schoolgirl ponytail, and is like shrunk herself somehow. She's standing with a posture that makes her look like innocent and sweet and all the things that she isn't.
Hey, Addie, what time would we want to play music for Luke's party?
Well, if we want to get dinner at like 6 maybe, then maybe we could do music at 7.
Would 7
Does
be
that
okay?
sound good?
7 is a little late, but it should be fine. We're
We
going to
promised
ask.
to keep it down.
We're going to ask that all sound be off at 8:30, but
Oh, that's cool.
we can do that.
Thank you so much.
Does one of you have a phone where we can play some of the music?
Gonna turn to Eddie.
Yeah, but I don't really have a charger.
Oh, what kind
I'm
of phone do you
looking at
use?
I bring it out. What kind of phone is it again?
Oh, it's like an old Galaxy. It uses like micro USB.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I might have a charger for that. I'll send that with the speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Good kids. And he just kind of like walks away. So you've set up music for later. Cool.
Callie like whips the hair out and just turns around and
Believe
goes.
that worked.
That's so much better than you sneaking into the
Wow.
power car of a train and trying to use the intercom system.
Yeah.
I like this so
It
much
really
more.
is.
Oh.
Okay, I ask Cal,
And
I'm
breathe.
like, okay, so my plan is to make a sash and crown for Luke. Should we wait and get him a little cake to like bring out at the same time?
Yeah, we can bring it out and put the sash on him. I have a crown for him
Yeah.
too. I made
You
everyone flower crowns.
Yes. That's even better than a toilet paper crown.
It's party
Arguable.
hat.
Awesome.
I can make.
Yeah.
Okay.
That reminds me, Callie. I made this for you last night after you like were making flower crowns for everyone. DM, I forgot to say I did this last night because I was too heckin' scared.
It's fine.
But I used my Druidcraft ability to make a black, like, rose, like, flower crown with, like, thorns, but they're not sharp thorns.
Totally doable. They're very decorative, but the ends are blunted. Totally doable.
Yeah. So, like, it's, like, black and, like, edgy and...
It's like
100%.
It's like a head scratcher.
Wait, like a crown of thorns?
But with roses.
Interesting. Okay.
Callie's gonna look at this, put it on her head, walk over to V, lean down and go, "This is the greatest gift I've ever gotten.
As you,
I will commit crime for you."
Callie,
Oh my
as you
God.
lean forward to say these things, immediately you feel the movement like on your head, and you're like, "Oh, this is immediately tangled. This is just my hair is this now."
Callie can't put a brush through her hair anyway. This is how Callie exists now.
Mhm.
This will not leave Callie's head.
This is just permanently affixed to the top of my head. Good
And
to
she's
know.
like, "I will commit crime for you. Just say the word. Just say the word."
You commit crime anyway.
Shit! You're ruining the moment.
You shout across an empty train car.
Yeah, there's a shared twin brain cell, and I'm like somewhere out there, Cat is saying this.
Thank you, V.
This is,
All right.
I love it.
So unless anyone has anything else that they want to accomplish on today's day of just downtime, we can go ahead and power time skip to your guys' party.
Yeah!
Sure.
Yeah. So around 7, you guys spend like the whole day. Like preparations go really quickly. You guys got up really early because you got up with the sun. So it was like 6:37 when you woke up.
Lunchtime dance
and-
party. Woo!
Yeah. So prep goes really quickly, and you guys actually have everything done for a while, and then you realize you told the people 7.
Yeah.
So you have a couple hours to kill where you're making flower crowns, or you're playing on a guitar, or you're reading
We're
through a
playing
book that you got in
cards.
monster class.
Yeah.
You're
We're playing.
Hey everyone, I've got a game we
Uno.
can play. Hey. Anyone here ever played Two Truths and a Lie?
Oh!
I think you
Oh.
know.
Shit.
I ain't gonna have a good time.
This is gonna be fun.
Let's do it.
Do you guys want to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Sure.
Basically, you just say 2 truths about yourself and 1 lie, and we all have to vote on what we think the lie is.
And before we begin, 2 truths and a lie, that's where we're going to take our halftime break.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I can think.
I know, I can think of something.
I figure everyone is going to need a minute to think on that, and it's bathroom time anyway. So we're going to go ahead and take our break. We're going to come back in 10 minutes at the 15-minute mark. We'll be back. See everybody then.
Bye.
We're back. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
We're back with Dungeons and Demigods. We've just taken our 10-minute break. Our 10-minute break from party prep and the beginning of a game of two truths and a lie between a bunch of bored-ass teenagers on an Amtrak train headed for Austin, Texas. So we come to you all seated in your 6 little seats around your table on your train compartment. You guys are starting Two Truths and a Lie. Cad, you kind of led this idea, so I'm going to let you take the scene lead from here.
Okay. Okay. No, blah, blah. Reset. He's gonna get everyone in like the place where we originally sat, so there's 3 each facing each other. And he's gonna be, okay, so has anyone here played Two Truths and a Lie before?
Yes.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
have-
talking about you, Callie.
I have like witnessed people playing, but I've never played.
Same.
Okay, so basically it's a real simple concept. We go in a circle and we say 2 truths and a lie, and then we all have to pick what we think is the lie. And then the person, once
Okay.
we've all picked, the person who says if we got it right or not.
Okay.
Okay. Callie, do you want to go first?
I think you started this game. You should
Okay.
start this circle.
Right. I can play guitar. I once broke a kid's nose. We lived above a skate shop.
Well, that's hard.
I feel like you've broken other parts of children,
Yeah,
but not
was it not his nose?
Children.
So you think the breaking the nose was the lie?
I think you didn't live above a skate shop.
Is that what you're all going with? What are you all voting?
Maya's the one with the intuition. Let's go with that.
That's true. Let's go with that.
Sure.
We lived above a flower shop.
Okay, wait, pause for the campaign. We cannot use Maya as the bullshit lie detector across the whole of the game.
Yes, we can.
What does Maya
That is some
But
bullshit.
indeed, we can.
But wait, we can.
I don't know how we got here, but
Aaron's
we got
gonna
here.
nerf Maya if that happens.
Yeah, that's the lie. We lived above a flower shop.
I really wanted to live above a skate shop. That would have been great.
You broke a kid's nose?
I want to know the
Sounds
like a
cool
story.
story.
Yeah, I want to know the story about that.
Basically, what happened was Maya had just card sharked a skateboard off to some kid, and
Maya.
so
Callie.
we were running.
Do you mean me?
Sorry, not Maya. Sorry, Callie had just. Sorry, we've just been mentioning Maya 50 times. Callie had just swindled this kid out of his skateboard in a game of poker that she had been accused of cheating at. And so Callie was, skateboarding away, and this guy was chasing her, and he had pretty long legs, so he was kind of gaining. So, yeah, I just came out the back and knocked him right on the nose, and then we made like a couple of villains.
Cool.
Awesome. Wow.
It
Okay,
was
I'll
really
go
cool.
next. I'll go next. Okay. So the lie is no, I don't say what it is first. Okay. So I used to sniff Sharpies. I'm
That's definitely true.
ambidextrous. And my middle name starts with an R.
Oh my god, you beat VR! The VR experience.
I don't.
That's
I think you're not ambidextrous.
I'm not. Is that what we're going with?
That's what
not
I'm voting. I don't
ambidextrous?
know what everyone else is picking.
I'm going with
Wait, it was
your...
Yeah, I
with
don't
Sharp.
think your middle name Oh, I believe the Sharpie thing.
I don't believe that. It's too obvious. I don't know. I don't believe the Sharpie.
Can she canonically just pull out a Sharpie and just...
I'm suspicious now.
If you'll remember, Abby, I don't know if you remember or not, but in our conversation when we talked about what equipment you had 3 Sharpies in your inventory. I don't know if you remember this
sniff
conversation.
Sharpies, kids.
Yes, I do.
Please,
Just the
kids, do
Sharpies.
not
We
sniff
do not
Sharpies.
endorse this behavior.
Don't
do not-
sniff Sharpies.
Solvent
reason
abuse
this
is
character-
dangerous.
This character, children, is the example of what you should never be or do. She is a disaster. Please do not ever use her as a role model. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going with them. But would we have seen the use ambidextrous? Use both her.
What was the third one? It was sniffing Sharpies, ambidextrous, and...
Her middle name's
Middle
R.
name.
Her
Middle
middle
name
name
starts with
starts with R.
I don't think your middle name starts with an R.
I don't think so either.
I'm going with Maya. That was purely for Aaron.
The intuition strikes again. My middle name does not start with an R.
What does it start
Yar.
with?
That's not part of the game.
Oh, well, I thought you're supposed to say which one's the lie and why.
Okay,
Explain.
my middle name is Alexandria.
Ooh,
I know.
That's real cool.
My
Ooh.
mom was one for long titles.
Alexandria.
Except your first name, which
What
you
does
just
B
went with one
stand
letter.
for?
Yeah, your first name's not long though.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Does it not stand for a full name?
What?
It can't be much
No.
weirder than Cadmus and Calliope.
Hey,
It's
speak for yourself.
true.
I did speak for myself.
No, it's just V. Just the letter.
Insight check.
Like,
Because-
inside check.
Because she did not ask
Natural
for a
one.
deception check. Because she did not ask for a deception check. If you would like to choose to believe that she is lying, you are more than allowed to do that.
Well, I rolled a
I
nat 1
choose
on
to
my
believe-
insight, so yeah.
If that's how you want to decide it, go for it.
I choose to believe that she's lying, but she's clearly uncomfortable, so I'm not gonna push it.
Yeah.
Oh, the twins would push it. The twins push it.
Well, I
Oh,
believe
I'm gonna
you.
push it privately later.
I
Probably
believe
later,
you,
just
so.
not right now. We're playing a game.
I don't believe you.
Who's next?
Awesome! Who's next?
Luke!
Huh.
Birthday boy.
Oh yeah,
I
Michael
guarantee.
Boy.
Wait, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I bet Ben is still writing his and was distracted because he was still writing his.
No, I've actually finished them. I was replying to
Good job,
something
buddy.
else.
Oh, wow.
Okay. What to start with? I have a fear of drowning. I always wanted to have a sibling. And, I actually pretty sure I saw a Pegasus before coming to camp. Just didn't know what it was at the time, you know?
I think you don't have a fear of drowning.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm
Or-
going with Maya.
I'm going with the drowning.
You
The drowning one.
never wanted a sibling and enjoyed being an only child.
No, he's too big of a loner for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's your
Yeah.
birthday, it's your
Ouch.
birthday. Oh.
Ouch, Fee.
I mean, for the first
sorry.
like 24 hours where I met you, until I was told otherwise, I thought you and Maya were siblings. So,
Yeah, 100%.
That is true.
I mean, you've.
That's fair.
it's not. I had trouble differentiating between the accents, English and Australian.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, hey, I wouldn't have minded that.
Wait, also, Luke doesn't have
Some
an accent.
people...
Luke is from California, my guy.
well, he speaks with an
Yeah.
English accent.
That's
Yeah,
just
because
not-
that's Ben, though.
That's just me.
we have
Well,
to pretend.
canonically, you speak with an English accent because we have to do accents. So do you.
Wow, rude.
Okay, wait, you do not
This is
have
why
to do
I made my
If we're
character.
doing the
How dare you.
accents,
Where
I've said it now. Canonically, Luke has an English accent.
Nope.
Was it the drowning?
Alright.
Yeah, I actually don't have a fear of drowning. Not that I have that much experience
Is it a fear of heights?
with water.
Because that'd be funny.
No. No.
Oh, that would be funny.
That would be funny.
I mean, falling's not so great, but I don't mind heights.
It's
I love
close.
heights.
Maya, you've been sleuthing everyone else.
Why do you think I wanted to fly?
Maya?
Yeah, Maya, you've been sleuthing out everybody. It's our turn.
It's
Okay. Well, I.
Before you start, I'm gonna text you something real quick.
Okay.
What was that?
Thanks. I hate
Also,
it.
no
Thanks
one
to our
asked me where I might
shout
have
out
seen
to
the
our
Pegasus
sponsor
before.
today, Bringles.
Everyone immediately believed you.
Once you pop, that's great.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no,
Good
I
to
mean,
know.
I don't mean about people believing me. It's just no
Alright.
one asked where.
Well,
True.
I've never really played this before, but I can play 3 instruments. I once got suspended by punching a bully, and I
right
used to have
As
a.
you get to the I, and I, as soon as those words pass through your lips, and the intention is there, you get this hacking cough. Immediately, you just break down full on. It is hard to breathe with how rough it's going, and that goes for about 15 seconds.
You need a drink?
Whoa.
Maya, you good? Are you
Whoa.
okay?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Maya.
whoa. Hey.
Gonna like move close to her and like start like patting her on the back, being like, "Are you okay?" Like,
water?
Just swallow a bit of spit.
Grapes?
I think I'm fine. That was really weird.
What?
I'm gonna try and say it again.
As you get and I out, it's just it burns. You just start rapidly coughing again. It's that feeling of like when you get smoke up your nose. It's just awful.
Maya, what?
I think that one's the lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the lie.
Maya,
That one might
Maya,
be the lie.
What is
say,
happening?
Say
What?
this phrase. My name is Cadmus.
My name.
Maya,
Can you not
Incapable
lie?
of lying!
Maya, you can't lie.
I guess I never really tried to lie before.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
That must make life
This is
so
gonna be
difficult.
really, this is gonna... Now this is a fun trick. Hey Maya, what's my full name?
She doesn't know that. That doesn't count.
Does that count as a lie?
Shh. I want to
It's not
see.
a lie if she doesn't know what it is.
Do I start? Guys, it really hurts when I try.
Okay, we're not.
Guys, this isn't
Oh.
like.
Alright.
When you get asked the
That's not fair.
question, "What is my full name?" You don't know what her name is. You know her first name's V, and her second name's Alexandria, but you don't know the last one or what the first one is. Nothing special happens.
Okay, do you need like help or
Do you want
do you
water?
feel bad?
Let's.
It feels like I'm breathing in smoke.
Okay. Well, you can play 3 instruments. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Which 3?
I can play the piano, the guitar, and the saxophone.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Like the careless
That's
whisper,
awesome.
like.
When did you punch a bully?
I'm proud of you for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I got suspended. I also talked about her parents getting divorced.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe not so much
Yeah.
that part, but the punching him in the face part. That.
Yeah, that was. You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
That. There are like, yeah, I'm proud of you for. I'm proud of you for both things. You know, yeah, there are some boundaries
Golly.
and stuff that you can't.
That-
Great.
Sometimes I say things without really knowing what I'm saying, and I just knew about her parents without really knowing about her parents.
Wait, so you just like, almost like, made it up and
Oh.
didn't actually know, but then
We've
you
lost-
just said it.
we've
And
lost
it
an
turned out
Abby.
to be
Oh,
true?
she's back. Okay, she's back.
Sorry. My internet cut
The
out.
stream layout.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, so the kid didn't know, and then you ended up being right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it was the fact that no one knew, and no one should
Not even the
have
parents?
known. No, they knew. It was just no one at school knew.
Huh.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
What did
And then
she
she
do?
just kept being really awful, and I just got really angry and punched her in the face.
I support you and your choices.
I support the punching in the face, but maybe
so
not so much the talking about divorce stuff. That can be kind of touchy.
So, Addie!
Yeah.
Addie!
Yep, anyway.
Okay.
Two truths, one lie.
Okay. I'm a model. I have a younger sister, and I've never kissed anyone.
I
Maya,
don't
what do
think
you
you have a younger sister.
I don't think you've kissed anyone.
I'm gonna go with Maya, because I think interesting things may have happened, considering your mom.
Wow. Okay, that's
I'm gonna go with
An
that because it's
interesting way to
really
think about that.
ironic.
Did Callie just unironically make a your mom joke?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Just wanted to roll that back real quick.
Huh. That's a tough one.
Irony.
That moment when you realize that the person who should be talking about themselves the most is the one you guys know the least about. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, so run those three by me again.
Okay. I'm a model. I have a
Okay.
younger sister, and I've never kissed anyone.
Is this wait, we can't ask additional questions, that's cheating. Do you I see this could be a trick question, because you have a bunch of brothers and sisters back at camp now. It's kind of a trick question.
At best, we're cousins. Oh right,
does that work,
sorry,
actually? Wait.
of the
Oh,
thing,
that's
other
Whoa,
ones
think
of
about
Aphrodite. I see. Yeah.
Let's not think about that right now.
Yeah, let's not. That's. I don't
not think about the
you
fact
have a-
that V is
I did not.
Nope,
Luke's
I don't think-
niece.
Nope. I don't think that you have. I don't think you have a younger sister.
I totally forgot about camp. I don't have a younger sister. I'm an only child.
I got it right.
Fair enough.
You did.
Told you.
Damn it,
And
I was so
that's-
excited for Maya to get all of them right.
That leaves
Yeah,
one
there's
more
a
person,
sleep
right?
in the board.
That's
Yeah.
Callie. We got Callie left.
Okay. Ahem. I did ballet for 10 years. I have broken 3 people's noses, one of which was my own. I have never had a best friend before.
Well,
I'm gonna abstain from this round.
Yeah, I'm gonna say as she's saying them, I'm kind of like not. I'm kind of like half looking up, but I just keep side-eyeing Cad to see if there's any
Yeah.
reaction. To
Cad,
to what might be
stone
a
cold.
BS.
Used to being the
Ah.
straight man in a con. Absolutely can hold a straight face.
Wait, what were they again?
I did ballet for 10 years. I have broken 3 people's noses, including my own. I have never had a best friend before.
well, Cadmus
You've never
is your
had a
best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Cadmus is your best friend.
yeah. I think that's the lie. Yeah, I think you've had a best friend before.
Yeah. That's her fight.
Chrissy's my best friend, duh. Yeah, We're twins. We don't have to be, but you know, it's cool.
If we
Yeah, you
ever
have
go
to
back
with
to
the
California and find our place, I have got some pictures to show you of Callie in a pink tutu.
We don't
And-
need to go back down those.
That
No,
I
I
need to see.
did.
Yes,
No,
we
I
do.
just.
And
it
I
was,
Yes,
I
hate
just-
myself
I
so
don't
much for
think
not
we
bringing
need-
them with me.
You need the core strength to do skateboarding and the
Cadmus.
dexterity.
Hey,
that's
hey,
gotta-
Maya,
that's
I
gotta
think
be part
that-
of the
I think
essentials
that there's
kit, man.
an illustration here.
hate myself
Oh
so much.
no! I will burn this train to the ground.
I
Don't do
believe
that.
that.
You guys laugh and chuckle and have fun and play a couple more rounds. In the end, though, there is a trend, and Maya does end up winning with the most points. You guys have fun, and time passes. You eventually 7 o'clock rolls around, and one of the young servers who's changed out of her uniform brings by a cylindrical Bluetooth speaker, and she kind of stays in the room with it because she just wants to make sure that the teenagers in the train aren't getting up to too much trouble. She also ends up bringing a couple of pastries from the cart, and a charger for a phone. And you power up the phone, Addie. And as you do, it's not anything you probably would have like chosen to go for, but Luke's mom has some pretty decent classic music tastes, and she's got some
I'm not
decent,
surprised.
yeah, some decent like rock albums and stuff. Yes, Cad.
Cad goes over to the phone, turns on airplane mode.
Yep, good to know. Let me see for the few minutes that it was active. Let me just roll some dice.
Oh no!
Oh, come on!
Thank you for
It was
reminding me of that, Cad.
instantaneous. It was instantaneous.
I would have literally, as soon
lucky
as
that
the
was a
phone,
natural one and a
phone
3.
got brought out, I would have been like,
Yep. Yeah. Doesn't mean there isn't a burst of smell. All right. So yeah, you turn the airplane mode on the phone. After a while, Luke, a crown of flowers is thrown on your head, and you are put in a toilet paper sash.
Oh.
There is a large double gallon of Coke sitting on the table, which you find some of the little white paper cups that you have access to on the train, and you serve some of those out to everybody. Cad pulls
And-
out some snacks. Everybody's got some things. Addie has a thing.
I present Maya rolled up a piece of paper and put it in a hostess cake.
Mm-hmm. It's this fake little
And-
unlit candle.
oh, that's gonna be so gross.
So, like,
Oh.
just like
Thanks.
make a wish and blow it out. We could sing. You want to sing Happy Birthday?
Oh god, you guys don't have to do that. You know.
Why the V's been practicing all
1, 2,
day?
3.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
That was horrendous. I love it.
Just go black made that 10 times better. Oh my god.
That was terrible.
It was a masterpiece, is what it was.
Okay.
So look, you're 16 today?
Yeah.
Cad hits him 16 times.
He's making a wish.
Starts wailing into your
Do I
arm.
take 16 bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
Nah, it's fine.
You-
It bruises a
take-
little, but you don't take proper damage.
Cad does
Oh.
that, and I punch your arm twice and say 2 for flinching.
No, what the fuck? Okay.
Get a little sore.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. Guys, wait.
Encore?
Please.
Did you
Uh,
make
no.
a wish?
Nope. I was going to, and then I got hit 18 times. Anyway, kind of like take a second to think about it. Okay, I've thought of something.
Okay,
Can I-
pretend to blow out the flame.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah.
You take a bite of this semi-cold hostess cake that's been left out for a little bit because they were getting the candle ready. And it's one of the best bites of birthday cake you've ever had in your life.
Wow.
It's real good. And
I start the playlist.
yeah, you start the playlist, Immediately, Cad, Callie, V, Addie, you would all know the song that's playing. Luke, you would know the song that's playing. Maya, you're the only one who's not really super familiar with the songs on this playlist. But you still have fun. The rhythm hits you, and it's nice. And the party kind of goes on. And after about an hour and a half of partying and just hanging out, you guys fade down, the energy moves down, but it's a good night. It's something that you guys are going to remember for a long time.
Yeah.
And eventually, the music does come to an end. Eventually, after partying for a while. Yes, before we end, we've got something from Maya.
I just want to say, like, at the end of the night when everyone's kind of settled down, she wants to kind of draw the scene of all of us in the cabin with, like, Addie holding out the cake and, like, Cadmus, like, going to, like, punch Luke in the shoulder. And kind of being Callie sitting beside each other laughing. And
Cad, Callie, roll d10s.
Stop!
Why?
I love how everyone
3.
just brushed over that Addie's never kissed anyone.
Oh, no, no.
Well, I mean, we're only
23?
Irony.
We're only teenagers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Irony.
He
you're
didn't want to draw
15.
attention to that and embarrass you. He took note
Yeah.
of it. He just didn't want to embarrass you.
Yeah,
By,
nobody
like-
wants to embarrass Addie.
Yeah.
I'm also
That's really
23.
nice.
Okay. Yeah, Maya takes some time and opens her notebook all the way. And she gets a 2-page like photo, like almost like Last Supper style, where it's the perspective doesn't really make sense. But
Oh
it's-
no, I hate that comparison.
No. Just in terms of like the way it's
Oh,
there's no other comparison as to the fact that one of you is gonna die and get betrayed by another. That's fine.
No!
My plan!
And you have all of them out across a train car, and you see Luke smiling, laughing, getting punched in the shoulder by Cad. You see Callie mischievously jabbing him in the ribs with her fingers, that way that like only your friends can hit. Addie is there with V, and they're both just dancing, having a great time. And then you draw yourself there, sitting on the chair, doodling this very scene.
And then you draw an even smaller version.
And
Forever!
for one, and you don't feel anything magical or special that normally accompanies it, but this is a different kind of magic and a different kind of special.
It's a kind of magic.
I love this so much.
Which is magic.
You guys take up the positions that you had previously over the night as you all settle down, leaving, of course, decorations just strewn across. You're not planning on cleaning up that
Yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
No.
Oh,
and you take your spots, and you guys sleep another day away. Sleep
Cad's
another night.
looking for that cat.
yay.
Yeah, Cad, you stay up another couple hours. This time, probably a couple others keeping an eye out as well. As soon as the sun sets, no one spots a cat.
Oh yes, definitely.
Cat doesn't stay
Okay,
up as long as he
that's
did the
sad.
night before.
Yeah,
He feels a little safer.
nobody spots a cat. And then the next morning comes. No one dreams anything special. Something that's weird to happen 2 nights in a row in a room full of half-bloods. But the kind of glow of last night is carried over into the morning. You all wake up, take your turns in the bathroom using the sink to wash your faces and get everything done. You dine in the dining cart. And they make an announcement a couple hours after you wake up. That you are expected to arrive in Austin at 4 in the afternoon. This is day of. You are in Texas at this point. Yes, Addie.
I would like to nicely wrap up whatever cords were given to me, like wrap up the charger and the speaker, turn the phone, take a couple selfies, turn the phone back off, put it in my pocket, and then return the speaker and the charger.
So this actually that would have happened last night because the lady with the
Okay.
speaker stayed. But as you
Oh.
go to give her back with the cord, she mentions that no, that was this extra one that they decided just to give you.
Thank you.
Aw.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
It's a
so
birthday present.
yeah,
Yay.
To
yeah.
wait. Birthday present to
To the
Addie?
party, to the group.
To the group.
It's all of our birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so the next morning you guys can get up and kind of put your stuff together. and clean up the decorations from last night because you left a mess. There are cups just strewn because people kept forgetting whose was theirs and getting new ones. You know, there's your blankets are like loosely duct taped to the walls of the train. Luke, you wake up and you're still wearing the toilet paper sash. You forgot to take it off before you went to bed, and there's just like rips and mangles in it.
See, that's
like
strong that it managed to survive a night
was
on
gonna
someone's
say,
toilet
Well,
paper.
when Addie
That's
makes something, she makes it good.
quality.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys get up the next morning. Is there anything anyone would like to accomplish on your second day on the train? Yes, V.
It's just a little quick thing. As soon as Addie
Go
gets
for
up,
it.
I'm gonna slowly slide her a caramel macchiato.
Nice.
I hug her. I just hug her.
It's just
And I start drinking it.
Yeah.
If
It's
we've got
it's
some-
delicious and tasty.
If we've got some downtime,
Mhm.
Cad would like to take Callie aside and see if they can teach each other Shadow Blade and invisibility.
You guys have already done that, I had thought.
I don't think
No,
we
I
have.
haven't done that.
No? Oh,
No.
okay.
No?
Was it? I thought you had taken some time previously to try and teach each other your abilities. Am I wrong?
I think I
It's
rolled for
No.
it and
talked
we didn't.
about.
and we
You know
didn't
what? No, it
succeed.
was Toll the Dead and the cantrips. You guys taught each other your cantrips.
Yeah.
Okay. Each of you roll me a straight intelligence check.
15.
A natural 1.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
While some progress is made, Cad, you can kind of like make the tips of your fingers start to like wrap themselves in shadows, and it feels almost like you're pulling on your shadow blade, but then it just dissipates. Callie, you don't even get a wisp of smoke in your hand. Unfortunately, you've not been able to teach each other your abilities yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep practicing. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna figure out how to stab someone with shadows. I mean, responsibly wield a blade.
Now, stab someone with shadows is more or less how it goes. You can also
Yeah.
throw it. It's really good for throwing.
I know, I get to see you throwing all the time. It looks so cool.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean, I'd like to go invisible. That's just something that would probably be useful once we have to, you know.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything minor or major they'd like to take care of? We've got plenty of time left on the train. Nobody?
Oh, B.
He's got one more thing? Absolutely.
I'm going to regret this probably, but I'm going to poke the horse.
It's just a level.
Maya, I'm coming over to you. So, she kind of comes over to you. She's holding her little drawing that she still has of her and Goldaline in her hands, and she kind of comes up to you and says, "So you still haven't heard anything about, you know, Big Daddy? Oh, I shouldn't say that. Your dad?
No, not really.
I mean, like, we all know who it is at this point. I just...
Yeah.
What's he waiting for? Like, is there, like, some sort of magical thing that just needs to happen? Like, what, snap my fingers, clap my hands, do the Macarena?
Maybe the nut bush.
The what?
It's, you know what? It's this really cool Aussie dance back at home. It's
The
Never
nut
mind.
bush?
yeah.
Oh,
As someone who has been given this rant in real life,
Oh, no, I have.
you don't
I have.
want to. Yeah.
yep, I have been. I've been given this in real life. I mean, we could try it. We could just, like, scream really loud, but then the train people might, like, think something's up.
I heard a lot of talk about how when you're claimed, monsters can sense you better, I guess. And we already have like three children with us, so maybe it's for our safety.
How loud are they being?
They're speaking a little bit more hushed. It's probably not something that they're like openly talking about. It's something that V probably took some time and like waited for Maya to be a little bit away and
Okay.
brought it up. Yeah. Oh, Callie has a hand. I apologize. I didn't see it. I'm used to the other hand. I was scanning this
Oh.
side, not this side. Yeah.
When they have a moment and V is alone,
Mhm.
Callie's gonna go up to her, kind of sit by it, and like do the whole conspiracy, but like really obviously look round for other people. And then kind of leaning close, like, oh, I have a list of theories. Vespa, Victoria, Victor, Vermilion,
Oh my.
Valerian. Yeah.
Vexalia.
Vexalia
That's a dumb
of the
name.
Great Hunt. You take that back.
Oh my God, are Callie and Cat actual crit roll fans? Because that's amazing.
We're Vex and Vax, essentially. Vexalia, Vexladan,
Venom.
Vacuum,
Okay,
Vax
so
machine.
you and Cadmus go have your little tinfoil hat moment.
Oh no, I didn't mention anything to Caddy.
You're like hyperlinked, I'm sure he knows.
Oh, he knows.
I just need to finish up something with Maya real quick, and then you can come to me with your final answers, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Okay, I'm gonna think of more V things. I just walks away with like,
And it's not
Vacuum.
vacuum cleaner. I've gotten that before.
Vaccine.
vaccine.
Turning back to Maya, I'm imagining that Callie just kind of like walks backwards. And
Just like Maya was sitting there the whole time, just being like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, yeah, awesome. So once Callie's comfortably out of earshot, you know, the twins here all see all. So, like, I mean, I was complaining about not getting claimed when I got claimed, so... Like, I know that monsters can sense you better, but I mean, like, it's not gonna be... You're gonna be with a Hades twin and a child of Aphrodite. It's not like you're gonna be hidden.
Maybe I have to prove myself.
Haven't you already? You won in the game, the lying one. Yeah, you were really
Two
good
Truths and a
at.
Lie?
Yeah, that one. And you have like these drawings that you do, like of me in Goldaline. Like I've carried this with me ever since. Like no normal person, no offense, could do that. That's special, and obviously something to do with Apollo.
As you say that, V, as you say that, like the train begins to turn down the tracks, and just at the right moment, sunlight hits like a piece of metal on the side of the cab, and it shines directly in your eyes, just immediately blind spotting you.
Amazing.
Ah, thanks, dude. See, look, see. Even he knows it. He just doesn't want to. Do I call him again?
Pay your child support.
Pay child support, you bum.
I mean, maybe he knows that you're with your, like, real family now, like us, like, you know, chosen family, found family. But, like, I guess I figured that we would all be claimed by the first week, and now it's been over that, and we're on a mission. You got a mission from Spit Lady, Rachel.
What?
She just like
I hate it.
spit out all the stuff, and it was like spewy and whatever. Like it
Green
all
smoke
but
lady.
Green Smoke Lady. Yeah, it all but told you that you're a child of. So why don't you try it? What you try saying it? Do it.
I've been called a child of prophecy before.
Say his name. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Apollo?
Okay.
Dick.
Obviously the whole clap your hands 3 times, spin in a circle didn't work, so maybe we still gotta. You could try drawing something like, "Hey, Dad, where you at? Please claim me." You could draw a picture of him, maybe.
I don't know what he looks like.
We'll guess. You're good at doing that.
Maybe. I mean, maybe he just doesn't. Maybe it's not him. Maybe.
Now that's fool speak. That is foolery. That is nonsense, straight up nonsense that you are speaking out of that mouth. I've seen the way the Apollo kids look at. I've seen the way the kids look at you, your prospective siblings. You look like looks like a copy paste, but just like switch the gender and the hair around a little bit. You know, they look like you. They treat you like family already. You have your fancy magic and your paper and your pencils, and when does coincidence run out? When does coincidence become reality, you know?
It could also just be that he just doesn't want me. I mean, he already has a bunch of really great kids.
Yeah, but he doesn't have you. He doesn't. This got personal. He doesn't have a Maya yet, at least, because he doesn't want to claim you. For some god's forsaken reason, he doesn't want to claim you, and that is more nonsense than what you just said there about him not wanting you, because you're you, and you're like the bright light amongst the group, the single brain cell of us all. You keep us grounded when we're all trying to fly, literally, if you're Luke.
Maybe that's not good
There's
enough
no
for
one
him.
there's no one like you, and considering all of that, and you're a great friend, you're a great artist, you're a triple threat on the instruments. Doesn't he do instruments too? Doesn't he, like, I
He's
thought
the god of music, yeah.
do I need to keep, like, I feel like I'm doing a puzzle and all the pieces together, but just like somebody's just like, that's not a puzzle, and like, it is a puzzle, I just did it, and they're like, no, it's not a puzzle, it's not done yet, but I finished it and I don't understand what's missing.
Sometimes you can't force the puzzle pieces to go into something that doesn't fit. Someone might just have the last puzzle piece, and I just need to find it. And maybe that puzzle piece is me proving my worth, or maybe that puzzle piece is me finding someone that can tell me. Maybe that puzzle piece is his love, and I just don't have it yet. But I have all of you.
Not for much longer.
I still have all of you. For as long as I have you, and that's all I need.
I guess
if-
Sorry.
I really love that you care so much. I've never had such a really great group of friends before.
I also was hoping that you would get claimed because because we're not all going to be together, and if something were to happen to any of us, I would much prefer to have the god of prophecy looking over you than to turn his shoulder. But that's just me being selfish. I understand that, but you know what? Maybe you don't need him. You've done just fine without him, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I had my hopes up in the beginning, but I think now I've just kind of accepted it.
Maybe it's because you're Australian.
Maybe because it's like the upside down.
Maybe like he can't understand your accent, so he's just like, oh no, my Australian child is downstairs. I don't know.
Should I maybe try saying Apollo in an American accent?
Apollo? Try it. Yeah.
Apollo.
That was terrible. You see,
I'm not.
now if I were him, I would purposely shun you for that. I would purposefully shun you.
I mean, with good reason. I'm not good at accents.
I can tell. Except for your own. Your own's pretty cool. Okay. Well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 10 minutes from Austin, Texas. Please pack your bags. We will be disembarking soon.
I really thought that was Apollo.
That would be a little bit weird.
Maybe it was. Yes, Addie. Addie, yes.
Out there having that conversation, I want to go over to Luke.
Okay. Yeah. While they're debating the different things that that Maya needs to do to catch the eye of her father, Luke is sitting there. Luke, I'm assuming you wanted to spend some time with that thing that you got, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
kind of just like looking it over, still a little confused by it, trying very hard not to stab himself with it again.
You're sitting in that seat you kind of decided was yours.
By the window.
Yeah, by the window. And as you're kind of playing with it, you do the mechanic of sitting with a magical item. You do not gain any knowledge as to what this is for. However, it is magical. You do not know any effects that this might grant, what it might be used for. However, it is magical. And as you're kind of like looking that over, Addie's going to take her seat where she slept the previous 2 nights.
Hey, so
Hi.
you saw Pegasus before you came to camp?
Oh, I think so. I thought I dreamed it, but there was a night where I was watching the storms, as I do. I don't know. I guess it makes sense now, but I always had a thing for watching storms.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, part of me thought I saw a flying horse for like a brief second in the sky. And again, I thought maybe I dreamed it or I was seeing things or something, but then I saw the Pegasi at camp, and yeah, I definitely saw something. Saw that.
Wow. You had so much experience and exposure before getting to camp. I had literally nothing.
I mean, I still feel inexperienced now. perfectly
oh,
honest.
trust me. Me
Like-
too.
Also, you've never kissed someone before?
No. No, I haven't. I've
we
had
about to
many
kiss
people.
No.
No.
No, that is.
No. I've had.
Weirdly enough, this is a regular sign for my Witches of Woodside stream, so I had it so ready.
No.
Okay.
I've had many people interested, but it's mostly they think I'm pretty, and then I open my mouth and I'm too much.
That's rude.
Yeah, I mean, being a model doesn't really help with other people thinking you're shallow, and
Right.
it's about looks only for a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I think you're a great person. You got great personality.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell him about it? Compliments? Yep. That's
Compliment accepted. Thank you.
thanks.
Bonnie.
Just goes.
You know,
goes.
you're a great person too.
I don't know about that one, but thanks.
You're welcome. You know, I never would have thought that we would have been, like, friends, at least so close, but I'm really gonna miss this when we have to split up.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough. I mean,
Did you have a good birthday?
that was a quick subject change. Yeah, no, it was good. Thanks. I honestly didn't even know what day it was until I got this thing. I've worked out that it's magic.
Yeah.
That's not it. I don't know what it does. It's a thing.
Hmm.
But
I
no,
mean,
it really meant a lot that you guys put in
for
the effort.
being
You really didn't need to.
absent, of course we did, Luke. Are you kidding? You're a friend. Your birthday is the only reason you're alive, so of course it's important, because if you were never born, then we would never be friends, and that would be sad.
That sounds way more ominous than I think you meant it, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah, that came out a little wrong, but you know, don't you think it's funny how, like, despite being absent for most of our lives, it seems like our godparents still know almost everything about us.
Yeah, I mean, I get the feeling they've always been there. I don't know if you've had a similar feeling, but like growing up, I almost felt like
Well,
I don't know. I've heard other people talk
my
about
dad tells
not
me about
having.
my mom all the time.
Yeah, I've spoken to other
Yeah,
people who have like single parents, and I don't know. I never really got like the same vibe. I never like. Obviously, someone was missing, but like sometimes I just get this
Yeah.
feeling, you know.
Well, I guess I never felt. Of course, I felt like someone was missing when, you know, I got teased for my dad coming to mommy and me dance classes. But I always felt like she was in my life somehow because of how he would talk about her. You know, he would always say, "And your mom was the most beautiful woman in the world." And you always assume that that's just what your dad would tell you about your mom, but then she's literally the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, she did lose this one contest once. Never mind, we're not going to go into it.
We're just not gonna talk about that.
She's the
Not
most beautiful woman in the world right now.
Right now,
Um,
as of now.
And as this conversation is happening for everyone else on the train, the wooded areas and fields have become more popularized, and you can actually see skyscrapers in the distance. There's a couple that are large and blocky. There are rounded ones. You see one that looks almost like a USB, like thumb drive. You see large looping highways as you pass by them on the train that make these giant, almost like concrete flowers out of the highways. It is hot. It is humid. It is sunny. You can see bits of rain clouds through the sky, but it's mostly clear. The city itself, as the train begins to approach and enter the city, it's very colorful. There aren't a lot of bare walls. A lot of the walls have paintings and murals across them. You begin to pass people as the train slows down, pulling farther into the urban section of town. You come across a small bridge that goes over a large river through the middle of the city, and all of the buildings are just. It looks like someone took something concrete and boring and just took a splash of color over the front of it. It is a very beautiful city. It's crowded, but not nearly as much as New York. And the train begins to pull into the station. Immediately, the intercoms sound again, asking people to pack up their things and begin to disembark the train.
Cad is going to be putting on his armor
Mhm.
and basically ready, almost preempting the second he gets out of this train. He's expecting there to be a monster.
Yeah. You get your armor ready. All of you pack up your things. Everything is double checked. You look under seats. You make sure you've grabbed everything. You get off the train, and immediately you're on this concrete slab that is in the middle of downtown Austin, Texas, underneath an awning. You have, without a single monster attack, made it halfway across the country. And as you guys begin to disembark, Maya, you are looking through the crowds of people. And at the front of the train, there are a bunch of the service workers who all still have their outfits on. You see the guy who Callie was speaking to. And then you see a couple of what looks like people in blue uniforms with the hat that normally belongs to the conductor. And there's one guy with like shaggy blonde hair and tan skin that kind of turns around, and you see these bright blue eyes and lots of smile lines as he looks directly at you and just winks. And as that happens, there's a flash of sunlight, and you no longer see him.
My headphones fell off.
What?
No one else saw that, for the record.
For the record, I did not expect this.
Didn't expect this.
Oh, jeez.
Maya kind of just like.
Daddy?
Do I look like Daddy?
Okay.
She's kind of just like staring up in that direction. Like he disappeared in like a flash of sunlight. All right.
Yeah, that bright white surfer smile is still stuck in your head.
I guess you know what his face looks like now.
Maya's going to turn to B. And she'll just say, alright, quest leader.
You're
Where
both
to?
quest leaders.
Well, I was a fellow quest leader.
I was told, go to Austin, Texas. There'll be somebody there who to talk to.
Alexander Woodstride.
I mean, we could just yell really loud.
Bad idea.
You hear this awful squawking noise, just absolutely horrid and loud. It's something that like catches your guys' eyes, and you look up, and what you didn't realize is there is like a lot of lines going across, holding up canopies, just like different ropes and wires and things that kind of just fill up the sky around you. And almost on all of them, there are these like very large looking crow style birds. They look like crows if they were increased by like 30%. And they have these long tail feathers with hooked beaks.
Nope.
They don't seem
Like
particularly
that.
threatening, but they're loud as shit.
Press X it out.
Don't like that.
Yeah.
Callie,
Yes.
you disembark the train. And you, being your normal person, I'm assuming you have a pocket snack.
Of course I have a pocket snack. I have Skittles.
As you are pulling out your bag of Skittles, you put some of them in your palm, and of course you move the green ones to the back, but then you move the red ones forward, and you're like, yeah. And as you do that, one of the birds swoops down and steals about 3 of them, and just keeps going.
This is war.
They ask him for a fight.
You know that? Have you ever seen that audio where it's like,
There's fighting birds.
and then birds swoop down, and I said, kill that fucking bird, Laszlo, now. That's what Callie's
Blow
doing now.
that
She's
piece
like,
of junk out of the sky!
Out of the sky!
Callie just like full on yeets all of the Skittles in her mouth, and is like, does anybody have a bow? I need to kill something.
What?
A bottle?
Maya holds onto a bar.
Callie, should have pointed at that bird. That bird stole my Skittles. This is war. War, you squawky.
Can I see where the bird went?
Yeah, the bird has flown off and has landed on the top of a billboard, and it seems to be the only one there.
What does the billboard say?
Does it look like it wants us to follow it?
To answer both of your questions,
Yeah, what is
the billboard is like this, like it's a thing for like a legal office, and it doesn't have a lawyer's name on it. Instead, it has the Greek iota with over top of it the Greek alpha.
Does it have a number on it? Does it have
It
a
does
number
have a phone
on it?
number on it.
What is the number?
The number does indeed match the half a business card you have.
I hold up the piece of scrag paper, and I excitedly tap V. I'm like, look, and I tap the piece of paper that I found, and I point at the billboard.
Aaron, what are the other digits?
You'll have to find out next week on Dungeons and Dragons.
Ah!
That's where we're gonna go ahead and end it off for the night. Thank
I
you,
also want
everyone.
to say, whilst
Yeah.
everyone is like, oh yeah, this is the bit, Callie's running after that bird.
And that's where we'll go ahead and leave it. Callie sprinting
Guys,
at
look,
a
we found-
bird
we
that she
found
has
the place
no
that we're supposed
business
to go
being
to.
able to kill.
You know that bit in Community where it's Chan going into the vent being like,
with the monkey.
monkey stole my spoon. It's like, bird stole my Skittles.
Yeah, that's we're gonna go ahead
Oh, yeah.
and end it off for the night, everybody.
Oh,
That was a
wait,
really good session.
DM, I'm just curious. What are the last?
Yeah, we'll
4
find out
numbers?
next week. So, thank
No, we
you
already know
all
these
for
ones.
joining us. We do appreciate having you here. We will be back next week with Dungeons and Demigods, starting somewhere between 6 and 6:30, because it's a bit of a looser stream. We apologize for any time inconveniences for anyone.
Which is 3 and 3:30 PST.
Yes, thank you. Oh, God, I'm so used to converting. Did I just tell someone something in not my time zone? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Because it's between 6 and 6:30 right now for me.
Yeah, same.
Me
It's
too.
almost like you live near me or something. It's weird.
That's weird.
What?
Yeah.
Internet
So
friends living
Wait.
close to each other. Ugh.
we'll go ahead and see
The
y'all next
3
week.
American demigods all
We
live
can go
for
ahead and get
40
taken out, please.
I'm so sorry.
Bye.
Bye.